going on? Ladies and gentlemen, log on to Tari Cam now. Tari's got her Tari Cam April Fool's gear on.
Oh, yeah.
She is, pulling out all the...
April Fool's stops.
Yeah, pulling out all the April Fool's stops. What are we going to do for April Fool's Day today, Tari?
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like a great idea.
Gotta do something for April Fool's Day.
Absolutely.
You know how you gotta be the wacky DJ.
Wacky.
Switch places with the midday show. What's going on? What's going on with the radio station I listen to all the time? I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Why don't we turn it into an April Fool's Day? Okay. I mean, don't people need fuel more than they do fools at this point in life, or what?
I think so.
We have enough fools out there.
Yeah, they're pretty not expensive either, the fools. Very affordable.
The fools are a dime a dozen. The fuel will break your bank account. So I vote that the people out there can get a lot more out of April Fool's Day, Tari, than they could out of April Fool's Day.
There you go.
And what do you do for April Fool's Day? You give away gift cards, right? I don't know if we have any left, but if we don't, we'll buy some.
Okay.
Hey. Right?
Sure. Get her done.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I first started the show, there was this wacky guy that was working here just like, pretend like you're at the top of the building throwing off TVs. People will be at the bottom of the building wondering what's going on. I'd be like, you know what? You do that. Really?
Right.
Leave me alone.
Someone suggested that to you?
Yeah.
Wow. You didn't jump on it? The ratings bonanza.
No, I didn't see it as the ratings bonanza that he saw it as. He used to be an on-air guy, and now it's in management. And it was like, you pretend like you're broadcasting from the top of the building, and you're throwing off TVs and microwave ovens, and people will be out there. They'll come crowding around the building.
Right. It's a good move. Lie to a bunch of people at the place you work.
I was like, well,
tell them all to come down and be pissed.
Why don't you go back in your office and shut up? I'm not doing your silly idea. If you have a problem with that, you can fire me. And that was pretty much the last conversation I ever had with him, and he worked for another 7 years. But anyway, I don't know. No, I didn't do the idea. But I was just like, dude, get your own show if this is how excited you are about your little ideas. All right? I'll be all right. I don't want to force any April Fool's jokes on people.
Right.
I'm like, first of all, it's April 1st, and people are not going to think I'm throwing TVs off a building. Now, get out of my face! So, I'm not the biggest April Fool's guy in the world, People see it coming a mile away.
Right.
And,
I like your idea of the April Fuels.
Really?
Yes, because I was listening on the news how, especially with the big truck drivers, the 18-wheeler guys, their diesel gas is like out of control.
I've seen diesel through the roof.
Almost $5, and they're like,
I don't know why diesel is shot up so much, and the rest of the fuel categories have at least been able to stay in check, considering where the price of oil overall has gone on the stock market and stuff. But diesel is just like, and I read the same thing, that they're like slowing down. Slowing down. Their day is long enough, isn't it?
Right, and
now they're going to try 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, and they're like putting like $500, $600, $700 in their tanker every day.
Oh, I'm on a downhill. They put it in neutral.
They seem to go pretty slow when I'm behind them.
Yes. Okay, so that's what it's going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be giving away gift cards, gasoline gift cards to your favorite gasoline stations, your favorite gas stations all morning long. All right?
Sounds good.
Yes.
I agree.
That's what it is.
Yes.
It's April Fool's Day around here, ladies and gentlemen.
Gosh.
Give you something you can actually do something with, all right? That's what I'm about. I'm about practicality.
Yes.
All right?
You are definitely that.
What do you want me to do? Pretend like there's this new strip club opening up for women called the Golden Banana and have all women show up waiting for their big schlong stripper to come roaring out, and it's really the nighttime wacky host coming out? Is that what you want? If you want that, I can give it to you! But I think you'd rather have gift cards, wouldn't you?
I would.
You tell me, would you rather have a wacky little stunt this morning, or would you rather have gas cards?
Well, let's take a poll early on.
Oh, that's the Golden Banana vote right there, huh, Terry? Donnie is first to jump on the lines now that they've been open at 1-866. Donnie, you rather have a gas card or a wacky stunt?
Man, I'll take a gas card, man.
Well, that's what we'll be. Hey, you just wait. We'll be giving away gas cards through the morning, okay?
All right,
Are you a truck driver? I hear you're a truck driver.
Man. I spend about $75 a day in gas, man.
Wow. That's got to hurt your margins, huh?
Man, every time that stuff go up, I mean, and it depends on the area. Like up here in Kirkland, it's like $4.10, $4.15.
And now you're at the point where you're watching gas prices. Every gas station you pass by, you're seeing where it's at. You're that in tune with gas prices on just a day-to-day basis, or what?
Pretty much. I pass by gas stations and kind of figure out and try to time it so I...
So you hit that
trying to figure out how much he can eat for lunch.
Right.
How much of a budget he has for lunch when he passes by a gas station and sees it's gone up another 3 cents.
Well, they say the owner-operator truckers are the ones who are really getting hit super, super hard.
Well, it sounds like what Donnie is.
Yeah.
Donnie, thank you for checking in, sir.
All right, man.
All right, my friend. You're on the air. Hello?
Yeah, I was trying to get some gas cords.
Yeah.
Trying to get some. Not just
one's not going to cut it, sir. Mm-hmm. Who's this?
It's Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, what do you do, bud?
I'm a cook.
You're what?
I'm a cook.
Oh, okay. Well, cooks need gas or give gas or
both.
Something having to do with gas. You don't give gas, do you there? Kirk the cook? What's his name? Hey, I don't remember. Anyway, I think we're going to lean towards making it an April fuel. You know what? Let's start it right now.
Oh, okay.
Let me clear the lines. First gas card must go right now.
Uh-oh, the chatters.
It's April Fuel's Day.
The chatters are all on it.
Well, if chatters are up this early.
They are.
Well, then I got to clear the lines. I should reward the chatters for being up this early. No.
You should.
I can see we're having a couple of problems with some of the phone lines. Why is it skipping over some phone lines?
April Fool's, dude.
You can see when it goes from line 6, and then it skips over 7 and 8, and line 9 rings, that 7 and 8 must be out.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying, Pasty?
Yeah.
So I got... Yep. Was that an April Fool's? Yep.
No. I'm going to have to do a reboot.
Huh? What's that?
No. But I'm going to have to do a quick reboot.
A reboot?
Yeah.
Reboot of the phone lines?
Yeah. I can do it now if you want.
Everything requires a rebooting these days.
Oh, yeah. When in doubt, reboot.
Mm-hmm. We are a rebooting generation, a rebooting society. I'll tell you what, then.
Yes.
In the next segment, right at the beginning of the segment, I promise.
Okay.
If Pasty reboots successfully. And he's the rebooting master.
Yes.
So let me reboot so everyone from all over the joint can call in, and then we'll give away our first gas card on an April Fuel's Day. That's right.
This isn't a joke, right? You're really going to give them...
Well, it's funny because Terry Cam chatters are saying
that. It's an April Fool's joke that it's an April Fool's.
Yeah, they think that
the whole April Fuels thing is a joke now.
Right.
Listen.
I bet it's just it's a card or fart card.
A fart card?
Yeah, something like that.
No, I think we could find a way to give away $50 gas cards throughout the morning, all right?
But that's what they're saying.
I didn't say we're giving away $1,000 gas cards.
No, you just said gas cards.
$10,000 gas cards.
Right.
We'll give away $50 gas cards
there you
periodically throughout the morning.
Perfect.
Nobody believes anything you say.
If you think it's an April Fool's joke, then don't call in.
And then the joke's on you because it's real.
That's right. Well done, Terry.
The T-Man Show.
Yes. Look at the calendar. April 1st.
Yes.
April Fuel's Day.
Woo!
The phones are working, Terry.
Hey, reboot worked, huh?
Hey, if you ever have a problem at home with your phones, have Pasty Dave come over, he'll reboot them for you.
Where's the switch, dude?
Hey, Terry rebooted them in seconds. They were back all up and working.
There you go.
He's one of the all-time great rebooters I've noticed about him.
He's got the rebooting touch.
He does.
Yeah. And as promised, is that what really the chat room people are saying, that I'm just making this in itself an April Fool's Day joke?
Yes.
That I say I'm giving away gas card for April Fuel's Day, but what I'm really doing is giving away fart cards?
Yes.
I like that creative minds, Terry. Don't get me wrong.
They're very creative.
I like that creative minds, but no, that's the whole point. Is I don't like dicking people around on April Fool's Day.
Right.
First of all, I like to be as real as I could possibly be, too. Second of all, I hear all these radio stations doing all these wacky little stunts for April Fool's Day, and then they send people here thinking they're going to meet, I remember, I don't know, back in the day, meeting Leonardo DiCaprio. And,
right.
Oh, where is he? Where is he? And people just get pissed.
Yeah, they do.
Why'd you send me here, idiots? Oh, because it's April 1st. Okay, thanks. It was worth my while then. Well, I piss people off with stupid stunts when you can really do something practical. Not that I mind the creativity as far as the minds of the people in the chat room, Terry.
Right.
If I was a wacky stunt guy, that'd be the way I go.
They don't deserve that, the listeners. It's lame.
But as I said, I think we could figure out a way to give away $50 gift cards throughout the morning.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
And let's start the ball rolling right now.
Woo!
First caller, $50 gift card. What are they saying there? Why are you
Somebody
laughing?
called because of Pasty's rebooting ability. Somebody called, Chill Brother called Pasty the equivalent of Jesus when it comes to rebooting.
And the connection is...
The miracle work, I don't know.
The miracle work.
Right.
Yeah, rebooting his...
Such miracle work.
Miracle work, yes. I think, the very close, walking on water and rebooting. It's pretty much the same act.
Right, although somebody just said, B-Baller said, T-Man is God, Pasty is Jesus.
Oh, jeez. Okay, now... I think we've...
Okay, guys, calm down, chatters.
Maybe you should calm down and relaying all the messages. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody just said this now.
I just thought it was funny.
Okay, let's take let me clear the lines. Where's the clear button? Oh, there it is. The lines are now being cleared.
Oh, boy.
1-866-663-T-Man. It's the first of what should be a bunch of giveaways for April Fuel's Day. Hey, creativity. How about that? 1-866-663-T-Man. And the first caller is going to be you. Who's this?
It's Tommy.
Tommy was quick on the draw. Tommy, how you feeling this morning? You're already in your car, it sounds like.
Yeah, I am. I'm on my way to work.
Okay, and you, obviously listening early, know where we're at right now, and we're trying to turn April Fool's Day into something that you can get a little bit out of for reals. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Yes. If I were to give you a $50 gas card to Shell stations everywhere, would that make you feel good, Tommy?
That would make me feel great.
Oh, it's all about making you feel good, Tommy.
Are we now the feel-good station?
Well, not really usually, Terry, but you never know. I have a knack. Tommy, do you have Shell stations near where you're at and stuff? And they're everywhere now, right, Terry?
Yeah.
I live in a cave, sir.
Yes.
No Shell station.
Oh, jeez. Well, then you don't have to worry about gas much, do you? Tommy, are you married? Are you single? Are you with...
Single.
You're a single guy. And what's the status as far as you and your recent hookups? Have you had any good stories recently you want to share or what? I mean, I am giving you a $50 gas card.
I went out last night with the girl I met. Met her at the bar I work at. And
You work at a bar. What do you do there, Tommy?
I bounce at a bar on the weekends.
Well, if you bounce at a bar on the weekends, what are you doing Monday night and why are you up so early Tuesday morning?
Because I also work at, I drive trucks Monday through Friday.
Oh, he drives trucks, so he definitely needs a little help, Terry.
Yes.
And this $50 gas card ain't really going to even make a dent, but it can't hurt, Terry. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
And are you responsible for your own gas, or does your employer pay your gas
No,
when
the
you...
employer does.
Oh, okay, but you can still use the gas card, right?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
work every day.
Who the hell's going to say, nah, give it to the next guy?
Yeah, I'll pass. Got plenty of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Got a pump at my house, actually. Free.
So what's in your truck?
What's that?
What's in your truck?
What's in my truck?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I don't think he likes this question.
No, I know.
I'm on.
Why are you asking, officer?
No, I'm in my personal truck.
Oh, all right, whatever. Anyway, congratulations, Tommy. You're the first winner of the morning on an April Fuel's Day. How does that feel?
Feels great.
Okay, so the girl you said you were with that you took home from the bar, what happened with her?
We went out to dinner, went to play some miniature golf, and called it a night.
What are you, Karate Kid or something?
We're having fun on a day montage.
Yeah, should we play the montage music?
A little ice cream on the nose.
Yeah, you took her to golf and stuff? What did you,
I'll tell me we want to go there.
Whoa, you took her to play miniature golf on like a first night out with her?
Well, yeah, we went to dinner, and then we decided to do something different.
Where'd you take, that is different. Where'd you take her to dinner?
Stanley and Seaford.
Oh, nice.
And, I don't know. Wow, you're really pulling out all the stops, dude.
See, for a guy that works at a bar, it seems like a lot of work to, get a girl. Don't you think? You work at a bar, you shouldn't have to put that kind of
She
work
better
in.
be really hot, Tommy. That's all I got to say, dude?
Oh, yeah, she is.
All right.
Well, you know, I've been working there for a few years, so you see a lot of the same people over and over.
So did you at least get the A news out of all this?
Wow.
You have a nice vagine.
Wow. Maybe that's not his ultimate goal right away.
Did this pay off for you, Tommy, or what? What kind of end of the night, middle of the night? What kind of payoff was there for you, if any, Thomas?
There was a kiss.
A kiss.
Wow.
Yeah.
But is that okay with you?
Terry, he's throwing steaks down her throat. He's
It was all right.
he's taking her to miniature golf. Oh, they are sharing the same putt. They're sharing the same putts, and yet he gets no action, Terry.
He got a kiss.
He got a kiss. Better been a damn good kiss, Tommy.
It was.
Wow.
Convinced him.
Oh, it was worth it to you, man. All right. Tommy, hopefully this is leading to some kind of game plan strategy scenario working out for you. I don't know. But congratulations. You're the first winner of the morning, all right? Woo! Okay. Man, we got all types out there, Terry.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I don't think most door guys at bars are going on big, giant dates like that, right? If you're a door guy, you get plenty of girls.
They say he was a bouncer?
Yeah, a bouncer at a bar.
A bouncer, and he's being all, sweet and sentimental. And
So
Bouncers aren't going on dates to miniature golf. They don't have to,
maybe,
right?
wants to kind of have her as a girlfriend.
Bouncers are choke slamming women while they're having sex with them.
Oh, really? Choke slamming.
That's right.
Bouncers get 10 numbers a night, unless they checked, right?
Exactly. I
would
mean, if he's any
assume.
kind of real bouncer, he's like stoning her, Terry, and then ransacking the vagine. You know?
But maybe he's done that enough in his bouncing time, and he would like
Whatever.
to settle down.
Tommy's like the new wave of dweeb bouncers. It's beautiful. Anyhow, congratulations to him. He's a nice guy, it sounds like, Terry.
Yes, he does.
Yes. New wave of dorky bouncers.
Oh, wow.
Fruit Candy Center bouncers, Terry. Is that where we're going?
Jeez, dinner and miniature golf.
Dinner and miniature golf, and then getting a kiss at the door?
That's it?
Forget it. Man, I better get a hole-in-one right now.
Oh, jeez.
Okay?
Wow.
I better get a hole-in-one, which leads to a free game.
Wow.
You know, on the NCAA, Terry, they sometimes give you like a free game. And then they say, April Fools! Anyhow, we are off and running with the April Fool's Day concept. Don't you love it? Yes.
I do.
Tommy is going to be taking his gift card. His gas card to the joint, Terry, and getting half a tank!
Oh, man, that's all it takes.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he spent more than that last night and got less than a half tank.
Yes. So for people like Tommy, we're giving him a hell of a lot more than he's used to.
That's right.
All right. Now, what else is going on in the world on an April Fool's Day morning, Terry?
Couple of things. First of all, I know you can't wait for your to buy a pair of Kenny Chesney jeans.
Kenny Chesney jeans?
Yes.
I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Well, why would I have to wait, Terry, to get them on?
No, they look so good.
Kenny Chesney has jeans coming out?
Yes, he does. Mm-hmm.
It's his own clothing line or what?
It is. It's obviously a pair of blue jeans. And according to CMT.com, company named Sites Denim Systems is helping him out there with that. So
it's not even people say it's not even their own clothing line anymore. It's just like people who really are in the clothing world just take a name and almost force feed down your throat that it's their clothing line.
Right.
They're just using the Kenny Chesney big, powerful name.
Well, if it works, it works. And I'm sure he'll sell quite a bit.
A lot of cowboy boots going to be at the bottom of those Kenny Chesney
Well, Kenny
jeans?
Chesney doesn't wear cowboy boots. He prefers to go barefoot.
Oh, come on.
No, seriously, he does on stage and stuff.
He goes barefoot on stage?
Yeah. That's his big thing.
Hey, can you open the roof of this Madison Square Garden arena or what?
I mean, yeah, he does.
Something stinks in here.
Or the little flipper-floppers. But, I mean, yeah, he has. But
He's a flip-flop guy?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a fan of Kenny Chesney, and apparently either was his ex-wife, Renee Zellweger. Weren't they married for like 5 minutes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting.
Had a nice beachside wedding, both barefoot.
Really?
Yeah.
He's on stage barefoot during his concerts? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
But
well, the jeans better come with fans down by the ankles. If he's inspiring his fans to go barefoot, Terry.
I know.
A lot of people out there with some stanky feet.
I'm sure.
I saw a porn clip the other day, Terry. Everything reminds me of a porn clip.
That had to do with barefoot.
No, I don't want you to think that Kenny Chesney made me think of a porn clip. I don't want you to think of of stinky feet reminded me of a porn clip, but I saw a porn clip. Everything reminds me of a porn clip. And the dude was effing, if you will, Tari.
I would assume
He was doing between the arches
toes?
of her feet. No.
Oh, gosh.
He was,
There's definitely a market for that.
I didn't even know about that.
People love it.
Really?
Yeah, we know someone who loves it.
We all know booby effing, Tari,
Yeah.
But I've never seen like a dude just,
Right. With
just effing her feet.
No, people love it. There's a big market for it.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I've stumbled upon it myself and been very perplexed. I'm not getting it, man.
It was the first time I'd ever seen it. Maybe I'm way behind the curve on the feet effing, Tari.
Yeah. It's a fetish.
I was going to say, it must be for somebody else.
I'm certainly aware that there are foot fetishes that exist out there. I've known that for a long time. But I never even put together. I thought you want to always just nuzzle up to feet and kiss feet and and handle feet. And, feet. Stuff like that. I was like, okay, I get it. There are people who are into feet. They love to do stuff like that.
Right.
But I never put together the possibility of taking your schlong and sticking it between someone's feet.
Yes.
And jacking it in.
Yeah, you got it.
Or having them.
That's what this dude is doing. And he's like, oh, yeah.
If you like,
she's like, you like that?
If you like kissing and nuzzling, why wouldn't you like two of the other thing, too?
I just didn't ever put it all together.
Yeah, our friend Tari, kind of keys into that kind of stuff.
He does that?
I'm pretty sure he does.
Well, I know he's got a foot. Yeah, he does.
Well, I know. I've known he's had a foot fetish, but I didn't.
It goes hand in hand. I do.
You mean foot?
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Screwing feet. Really, literally screwing feet.
In the arches together.
Well, she puts it so it's like nice and nestled in there.
Yeah, but it's right.
It's nestled between her feet, and then he just has enough, wiggle room to jam it back and forth, and he all of a sudden is having sex with her feet.
Wow. Interesting.
There was a clip on one of my sites. I don't know that I'm a big fan of. It was either YouPorn or Boys Food or I don't remember. I think it was probably Boys Food. And I'd never...
Wow.
They have more or less mainstream clips on Boys Food. They don't really have big time... Well, I guess if you go in the search box or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've stumbled upon that and been kind of pissed. Like, okay, really? That's it? Like, time to move on. So I didn't really sit and watch it too much. I didn't
watch it forever. I watched it for a couple... I was just like... I was amazed for like a minute or two, and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, it is pretty weird.
I'd never seen that before.
It's not good.
It's just weird, yeah.
That is pretty interesting.
Just so you know what's going on out there, Tari.
I guess so. Thanks.
Dudes.
Things I learned from you.
Dudes are taking their speckles. And they're sticking it between women's feet. And they're going to town.
Yes.
It's safe sex.
Safe
Tough to get a woman pregnant that way.
Yeah, you're not going to have that conversation. Yeah, we have to talk here. Sit down.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to catch this athlete's foot on your wiener.
Oh, wow.
My foot's having twins.
No, you sure it's mine?
You wanted it more than I did.
Can't you see I'm busy here? I'm talking.
Oh, jeez.
Give me your foot. Here's our freaking hanger. Get that.
Wow.
Yeah. This is... You're telling me not new. I was going to say this is the new thing. This is not new. This has been going on for how long?
I've been very disappointed in this. When I stumbled upon it.
Have you watched it a few times?
How long have you known about this? When was the first time you knew the dudes were sticking their dillies between women's feet and going to town?
As soon as I got high-speed internet, whenever that was.
So you got high-speed internet in the late 90s, I'm assuming, like everyone else.
Probably, yeah.
Or high-speed, so probably around 2000?
Yeah, 2002
You've known this for 8 years?
Yeah, probably.
Dudes doing feet?
I don't think it's the most novel concept. I mean, dudes do everything.
I guess I could have figured it out, but I'm thinking, what's the point? What are you getting out of that?
No, I agree.
But the guy was like, yes!
That's pretty weird. There's a lot of weird stuff out there.
I know.
And
when you think about it, it's not amongst the real weird stuff of the world. Right. It doesn't even rank in the top 10.
But does it look weird?
It looks weird.
What do you think, Tari?
Why do you think I'm asking? I don't know.
Tari, you want to offer up your feet this morning and show your first hand?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Really? But
offer up your feet.
You got cute little Filipino feet. Oh. They're perfect for the job.
Interesting. Wow.
Not good.
Not good.
No, I bet our buddy's done it at some point.
Well, we got to get him on the line this morning.
Yeah.
And find out if he knows about this. He's like, I was always into feet. I never knew you could do that.
Yeah.
Never knew. Of course you know. I mean, you can do anything.
I guess you can do anything.
Yeah. If you want to.
I know you can do anything, but I never thought of that.
Yeah.
And it seems so simple.
Right.
But putting your feet together and all right.
That's kind of an awkward position for her.
Well, any ballerina can make it happen too.
Yeah, I bet.
Probably tickles a little bit. If your feet are ticklish.
Yeah, she was making like she was getting something out of it. Oh yeah.
She was talking to him.
She's like, oh yeah, big boy. Work it.
Work it.
I don't know what you were saying. Something weird. I was just like, wow, this is too weird for me. All right, honey, where are your feet?
The T-Man Show. Is the Donald ready to make a reality star out of girl gone really wild Ashley Dupre?
Oh, yeah, here's a Donald Trump story about him extending that offer to everybody's favorite high-class hooker, Tari.
Yes.
Tari Free.
Oh, wow.
Ashley Alexander Dupre.
Sorry.
That's a no comment from the Apprentice boss on reports Trump Prince the Tramp could become a reality series sending 15 ladies to charm school.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah. Watching women just do their thing in charm school just is a DVR setter for sure, Tari.
Especially after Monique's show, Charm School on VH1.
Yeah.
Dying to see another one. Just
Very original, Donald. Wants to be on TV so bad.
I know, he's dying to be relevant. Saddest thing ever.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Does he have like a day job where he has to like make money and cut deals and stuff? He has a lot of time to do this crap.
Well, you know.
Well, when you have kids that run the business.
Right, I guess he just made it. He can do whatever he wants.
Right.
Bored old dad that won't leave the home.
Right.
This is the way to keep getting laid.
All right, I guess.
And he wants to do Ashley Alexander Dupre. That's all there is to it.
Right.
There's no doubt in my mind that he is just trying to manipulate a way to do Ashley Alexander Dupre for free. Because it'd be a power trip for him to get her to do him for free after the governor has obviously been on record paying top dollar for her.
Sure.
And that's what Donald wants to do right now. Whether she actually is on the show or not, that's almost incidental, Terry. He just wants to have sex with her, and that's all he's thinking about. He's the Donald. I don't blame him. That's what I would do. Anyway, we'll see what happens there. Will she be on his charm school show? We will find out. She better, as I said yesterday, Terry, she better accept an offer sooner or later.
No, I know.
Because she's now with the clock ticking, and she hasn't really accepted any offers yet, and it's still ticking.
Yep.
And if it keeps on ticking, eventually it's going to be to the point where she's going to be a forgotten little hoe there.
It'll be expired.
15 minutes of hoe fame can only last so long.
True.
All right?
Yes.
Ask O.J. Simpson's little pool boy. What was his name?
Yeah, Kato Kalin really not getting many offers right now.
Oh, I know.
Right, what's he doing right now?
Kato Kalin this time last decade was getting a nice, hefty stream of offers, Terry.
Yeah.
But, he had to be selective. I can't just accept any role.
Yep.
Now he'd accept just about not only any role, but any task.
He'd probably accept a jelly roll. If you handed it to him at this point, he's so hungry.
You need foot to screw? Yeah, I mean, Sabrina wants me to know that foot screwing, Terry, has been around since 70s porn, and she has watched it. Yeah, Sabrina, you there?
I'm here.
How are you, Sabrina?
I am fabulous. How are you doing today?
Very good. Thanks for asking. What did you call to tell me, my love?
I called to tell you is that I've got some porn that's from the 70s that has quick effing in it and all kinds of
I'm really behind
and stuff. You are.
The effing curve here, aren't we? Well, I mean, I'm not a foot guy at all. I don't see what people see in feet. I find feet rather vile. I see both women and men's feet, by the way. It's not just men's feet that I think are sick.
Right.
I think women's feet are almost equally as sick. I mean, yes, they can be cute and dainty at times, but I never want to really touch them.
Right.
I never put them in part of any kind of foreplay act I've ever done. I've never kissed feet as part of foreplay. I've never sucked a toe.
Wow.
I've never done any of that. And I still feel like I'm a quality, love-making beast, Terry, and yet I don't incorporate the feet at all. You're not getting feet out of me.
Well, I think part of what it is besides when they lube them up with the arches, it actually makes for really good control.
Well, and I know, and I have a friend. We all have a friend that is very into feet. He's talked about it out on the air, and he actually has videos of just simply women in high heels, like pushing their car pedals. You know, like the gas. He has videos, so he'll sit and watch women in their high heels, and that's all the video shows, is women in high heels pushing on the brake, pushing on the gas, and he's sitting there like, yes. He's like so turned on. That's how big a foot fetish he has. I don't understand that at all, but that's how deep some people's foot fascinations go.
Right.
So it stands. It makes sense why I'm not into the foot screwing world.
Sure.
But then I saw this clip because I watch all clips of women that look hot on all these sites that are free now. Believe me, this is a big part of my day, and I'm not gonna lie. And I watched this clip the other day, and I'm like, I didn't even know people were doing stuff. What are you getting out of that? I mean, heaven forbid, you're screwing someone's feet, okay?
Yes.
You put your situation between some girl's feet, okay?
Right.
Let's say it's completely heterosexual, Terry. And it's not anything that anyone who's got a mainstream fascination and would consider anything outside of that seedy and... Let's say it's just a man... in a very heterosexual fashion, having sex with a woman, and he sticks his dilly between her feet.
Right.
Still, Terry, but you can have a hangnail before you know it, you're gushing blood.
I'm cut.
Long down. I mean, wait, what's the point?
Well, but I would assume...
What are you getting out of it? You getting something out of that?
Well, but I would assume that somebody who even just tries it out, as you...
All right,
as
you want me to
gain,
try? I'll try out anything, Terry. I'll try anything.
But you're not gonna...
Okay.
You're not gonna do it with some...
With my wife.
And someone's not going to offer up their feet if they're not... at least pedicure decently.
So,
I don't think it's going to be some ugly, nasty...
So you're telling me I shouldn't knock until I try it. If I had some women's dainty, very well pedicured feet, I might be
soft,
like,
yes.
I don't know what I was missing.
Right.
Now I know what it's like. Oh, was I missing out on so much?
Sure.
Oh, you're so tight.
Right.
Good, right. My goodness.
I think you're turning her on just talking about it.
Sabrina?
There's some awesome things on these sites. Yes, T-Man.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sticking with the fact that feet are ugly. Keep them away from me. And save it for somebody else.
I think feet can be pretty nasty.
I could live 100 years. I could die today. I'm never going to have sex with feet, Terry. I can tell you that right now.
You just said that you would give anything a try.
I lied.
Oh,
it's
my gosh.
April Fool's Day, Terry. Okay?
So
maybe I'll try it. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm back and forth on
if
this
your
now.
wife came home and said, I just got my feet done, you want to try out
My wife's feet are really kind of cute. I guess she's got like a 6.5. And
she probably takes good care of them, I'm sure.
She is. Actually, they're not overly little, but and 6.5 is not overly little, is it?
It's
for a woman's
normal.
feet? Yeah.
I mean, for her, yeah.
Yeah.
Normal size.
And I don't know. If you really are feeling strong about me trying out the act of putting it between her feet and going to town, I could, I guess, do it once but I'd be laughing. I wouldn't get anything out of it. I'd just
but you don't know that. What if all of a sudden you're
stupid? Oh my gosh, it actually feels kind of good.
I know, exactly. And then the next thing you know, you love it.
I don't think I'd love it, Terry. Feet are vile to me. But anyway, all right, Sabrina, thank you. Want to send us that 70s porn or what? Is that why you called?
Oh, sure.
All right. It's cool to know that she's got 70s porn stashed in her house.
Yeah,
I do, and I wasn't born in that time.
You weren't even born at that time?
No, I wasn't, but it's for school.
Well, what year were you born?
I was born in 80, but my school is to be a sex therapist, and so we have 100 hours of porn you have to watch.
Yeah, me too.
Trimester.
That's why I have porn stashed all over the house, because I want to be a sex therapist.
I had it before that, but I'm saying we actually have to watch 100 hours of porn every trimester.
Really? So, that sounds so naughty. So you're studying to be a sex therapist.
Yes, sir.
And what are you really hoping as your ultimate goal as far as the contributions you make on this world? What are you hoping that they'll be?
I'm hoping that people will be a bit more open-minded, maybe try the foot thing, whether or not that, just try different things to be open to what other people do or not.
So your new goal in life as being a sex therapist is to open people's eyes to the beauty of foot sex.
Well, not necessarily foot sex, but if that's part of their repertoire, then why not?
Why? That's not why this is a new goal that started this morning, because I don't think you had this goal before this morning. Why did you decide to get into the sex therapy field when you first made the decision to go into it? Why are you studying to become a sex therapist?
Because so many people have an issue with it. Their communication lines are crap, and so they're upset about their bedroom philanderings.
So your ultimate goal is to have an office one day. You tell me if I go wrong anywhere. You want to have an office one day. You see yourself with a professional-looking establishment where you are waiting for patients to show up. They go into the parking space to say, Dr. Caller, and they pull their little car in there, and they come in, waiting room. You have magazines all laid out. Then you call them in. They tell you about all their sex problems, and you work them through it.
Yes, usually couples, though. I don't want to do just people by themselves.
You don't want just some horny guy to show up because he saw your little ad in the penny saver.
I have sexual issues.
Right, exactly.
You're only interested in working with couples with real legitimate problems.
Right, exactly.
Are you then willing, if the couple seem like they actually have a legitimate clinical problem, are you then willing to offer yourself up as a sexual surrogate and help them work it through?
No, I'm not going to be a surrogate.
Oh, damn!
You know, nothing prepares you to help people more than watching Mr. Hardwick give it to Debbie and Debbie Does Dallas from 1974. Right? I mean, that sounds right to me.
She's got another history of sex.
Okay, the history, I guess, yes. Oh, you want to make it to Dallas? Well, come in my office.
Why do your teachers, your professors, whatever, why do they suggest that you need to do a study on 70s porn in order to really understand what field you're working towards? Why is that so important and relevant?
Well, we watch things from then all the way till now, and it's mostly just to expose you to the different things that everybody does and how it's evolved.
Yeah. So there are a bunch of just like horny guys in your class just checking you out during these videos and stuff like that. Do you ever get that feeling that you're being sized
chest hair and everything.
Oh.
The sexy chest hair and the wonderful music. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you're still talking about the 70s porn. I'm talking about guys who are in your class. Do you ever feel like they're like looking you up and down because they get all horned out during the classes and stuff like that, or no?
Some people do, and they openly admit it. It's kind of a forum in which you can do that. It's really interesting.
So you're really sexually open-minded?
Yeah, everybody in there is.
Wow. I don't know what you are. I don't know if you're like really smart, really horny, combination of both and then some, or... Wow. Wow!
Well, if watching 70s porn makes you a sex expert, then I'm got my PhD, my friend.
Where do you go to school?
The Institute of Advanced Studies for Human Sexuality in Seattle. Not in Seattle, I'm sorry, in San Francisco.
Oil.
Oh, geez.
Doesn't sound right. Institute for Sexual Behavior, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's a long night.
It's in downtown San Francisco?
It is. So that's one of them, and then I go to another one for my master's.
I had a full ride to play football there, but it didn't work out.
I got a great Division I team.
Oh, yeah.
What? You going for your master's, too, you said, huh?
Yeah. Actually be a marriage and family therapist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to be a sexual therapist, a marriage and family therapist.
They kind of go together.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you're going to be much needed for future days.
I hope so.
Yes. Good luck with that.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon.
I'm sure you will.
Take care. There she goes, Terry.
Yep.
She's got videos of dudes doing feet from the 70s.
Wow.
Sounds good.
Those disco feet.
Yeah.
They had to be. They had to be sexed up. Yes. Wow.
Oh, my God.
I got weird guys calling up with all their sexual foot fetishes. Team, I love licking feet.
Oh, boy.
Well, but you're not just talking about licking, though.
That's what this guy wants to talk about. Yeah, I'm not talking about licking.
Right.
No. I'm talking about, stuck the nail in between and
having fun with it.
was bringing the feet the ruckus, Terry.
Bringing the feet the ruckus.
Rick, what do you need to say real quick?
I like licking my girl's feet.
Okay, well, good for you. You don't have to worry about you coming home and walking in your bedroom and seeing me licking her feet.
Oh, come on, T-Man.
Well, that's not what he's talking about,
not
though.
Not a foot guy. Yeah. All right, now, believe me, you don't have to convince me that there are guys out there who love feet.
Right.
All right?
You don't have to love them. You've never, ever done it once. You never just, on a spur of a moment in the middle of it, just
I don't know.
Jammed it in your mouth, whatever reason, the toe or whatever.
Toe,
yeah.
No.
He's like, absolutely not.
I could think of other things to put in my mouth at the spur of the moment.
Right.
Okay.
But it's kind of there sometimes. It's kind of sitting, hanging there.
It is hanging there.
It is. Yeah.
Like a big wonton. I get it.
Yeah. Only if it tasted like that.
If it tastes like a wonton, that might be it.
The T-Man Show.
Howdy. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, look at your calendar. It is April 1st. You know what that means. It's April Fuels Day.
Yay! Woo!
No wacky stunts as far as I'm concerned, Terry. We're not throwing televisions off of buildings. No, because that's all just bogus stuff that people throw at you on April Fool's Day, Terry. No, we're going to something that you can actually use that could be of a real benefit on April the 1st.
There you go.
That I've renamed in the most clever of fashions. April Fool's Day, that's right. People don't believe it still, huh, Terry? People don't think that we have the ability to give away a $50 gift card. They think times are that bad? No, that's what I'm offering right now. All through the morning for April Fool's Day, in honor of April Fool's Day. Gift cards to your favorite gas stations. Gift cards to your favorite... You know what? They don't believe it to such a degree. Let's have... go out in the streets. Here, take a couple of bucks here and offer to fill up people... Or offer to offer people $10 in free gas on the streets of our world this morning and see what their reaction is. Get away from me! I got a gun! People are always so on guard, Terry.
I know.
I never know how they're going to react.
Yeah.
When you try to show a little kindness on a special day like today, a national holiday, banks closed, no mail. It's April Fool's Day, ladies and gentlemen. Well, banks are wide open. But there's no mail. April Fool's. First caller right now, $50 IVA in my right hand. You see it right there? $50 Shell gasoline gas station card. I mean, you can get a hell of a lot more than gas at your gas stations of your world today, more than ever before. It's basically like just a regular old credit card. I mean, you can get anything there.
Yeah, pretty much.
$3 drink, pepperoni, Pop-Tarts, and Killer Chew. And $5 in gas, please.
Chew, Jesus. Love the chew.
$50 in Altoids and beef jerky. You are on your way. First caller right now, 1-866-663-TMAN. Let me clear the lines. I have cleared the lines, Terry. Mm-hmm. And now, the very first caller that gets through at 1-866-663-TMAN is going to win this next, as I'll give them away all morning long, as I said. Vinnie, I'm not joking. Go on.
Oh, you want me to go right now?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Take this one right now? Oh, you didn't say when.
You had such success at the drugstore the other day.
Okay.
Don't you remember the massive amount of success you had?
I remember that.
Let's have you go back out there and talk to the people yet again.
I'm out of here.
All right? And bring me another candy necklace.
Are you serious? You went through the first one like that?
No, I didn't even eat the first one. It was gross. You don't know how to buy a candy. You bought like some big, weird-looking
huge, gigantic one. You want the little choker one.
You said a
choker one. There's only one candy necklace.
I didn't know you want to be choked out by candy, but I got you. I'm out of here.
Okay. Bye. Yeah, when you have to tap out to candy, Terry. Let's see. First caller was you. You're on the air. Hello.
Good morning.
Who's this?
Natasha.
How you doing?
I'm good.
You don't sound that spirited this morning, Natasha. You sound kind of half-assed. Are you realizing where you're at right now?
Yeah.
You're about to win a fine prize on April Fool's Day. Where's the excitement?
Yay!
Let's move on. I don't feel it, Terry.
Okay, then.
You know, you don't have to force it for me. I know it's only a $50 gift card. I'm not going to make you dance or anything.
$50 is I mean, it's worth it.
Nothing to sneeze at.
No.
A lot of sneezing on April Fool's Day, Terry. You're on the air. Who's this? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, who's this? Are you Natasha's brother? What's going on here?
Hello?
Hello? Yes, you're on the air. Hello?
T-Man.
Yes.
What's up? Let me get a gas card.
How you doing, sir?
Good, yourself?
Oh, now he's all of a sudden interested in a couple of warm greetings or something to the effect of showing a tad bit of the love here that we're looking for.
You got to excuse me for that, T-Man. I've never been on air before.
Oh, well, then, if you say it like that, of course I'm going to excuse you. Thank you for putting it in that fashion. Now I understand where you're at. You didn't know you'd be jacked on the line so quick. You've never been on a radio show maybe before in your life. Who knows? What's your name, sir?
Chewy.
Chewy?
Yeah.
All right. Where you calling from?
I'm at Fremont, North Fremont.
All right. What are you doing out there?
Going to work, sir.
Mm-hmm. And what do you do?
I'm an auto mechanic.
Auto mechanic?
All right.
Yeah. I'm auto mechanic for Taylor's here in Pleasanton.
It was only a matter of time before that happened, Chewy. All right, so, obviously you're calling for you're in the right place at the right time kind of situation. Is that right, Chewy?
You got it, T-Man.
All right, well, guess what? April Fool's Day has worked out to your advantage, Chewy. You are a winner.
Yay! Okay.
You gotta fix our cars for free, though. That's the deal, right?
Yeah, it's a fair trade-off.
I think so.
And I need a new transmission. So, you get a $50 gas card, and I get a new transmission.
No problem.
Transmission.
What is Terry? Terry need a tranny?
Oh. You want to work with her gears?
Oh, Terry doesn't look like a tranny anymore.
Wow.
Except for the hint of the Adam's apple. But anyway, Chewy, what's the story? You got a girlfriend? What's the deal with you?
Yeah, I got a fiance, sir, with a kid on the way.
Really?
Oh, congrats.
And are you expecting a boy, a girl? Do you know yet? Are you not going to find out? Is it not time to find out yet?
Haven't found out yet. Got a couple more weeks. I'm hoping for a boy.
Hoping for a boy.
Yeah.
Yes, nothing has times changed.
I'm gonna name him Little T.
Some things will never change. You don't have to do that for me. I just give you a $50 gas card. You don't have to go overboard now, Chewy.
Let's make it 100.
Oh, geez. Oh, 100. Oh, it's a deal.
Jeez. You drive a hard bargain.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a $50 gas card. You can name the kid whatever you want. How does that sound? All right?
Sounds good, sir.
Okay. Congratulations, Chewy.
Thank you, T-Man.
Well done, my friend.
Way to go. Congrats.
There he goes. Another winner on April Fool's Day. While other people do these ridiculous, over-the-top, unnecessary, wacky stunts.
Right.
We give you something you can actually deal and do with here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Got Chewy winning a $50 gift card, sounding appreciative enough, Terry.
Yes.
I'm not asking you to go overboard. You don't have to name your kid after me.
You put him in a good mood. He's only going to rip off half the people whose cars he works on today, instead of all of them. So
well,
you're doing a service.
And he's going against his training.
That's right.
But and tell the people in Terrycam land that this is not any kind of April Fool's joke in and itself. It's the whole point of this is that I think April Fool's Day jokes piss people off.
And you're right.
All these wacky radio people doing all these wild stunts this morning.
And no one thinks it's funny. Like,
yeah, it's not funny.
You get duped, it pisses you off.
You get duped, it pisses people off, and then they realize they just wasted a day.
All right, I just missed work to go see Leonardo DiCaprio. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, he's not here. Haha.
Yeah, it's all been done before.
Yeah.
Funny. So, what do? We turn it into April Fool's Day. He can actually get something out of it a little bit. Yeah,
there you go.
And no one believes me.
I know.
No one believes me. We're basically giving away next to nothing. $50 gift cards here and there is not breaking the bank.
Right.
And you got all these people in Terrycam, you say, accusing me of pulling some sham here, because everyone's so on guard today.
I know.
That's the whole point. Everyone's so on guard today, you can't do anything to people. This is the one day you can't do anything to anyone. So we'll take it a step even further. Vinnie the Pooh, as we speak right now, is heading out to the gas stations of our world.
Wow.
To offer people free gas, especially more than ever. I think people can certainly use a little help in the gas tank. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And Vinnie the Pooh's just the guy to put his dipstick into their oil. You know what I'm talking about, Terry?
Let's see if it'll work.
Okay. Where are you at right now, Vinnie the Pooh?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm, good. In my car, warming it up.
Oh, he's got to warm up his car, yes.
Little guys get cold easy.
Mm-hmm. Little guys have little cars, and little cars need extra warming.
Sure. I haven't been cold since I was 10. I'm on a great streak.
Yes. Well, you let us know when your car is warm.
Well, it's steadily getting there. I have a pretty car warm
Got my old driving gloves, and I'll be nice and toasty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll check back with you, Faith.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll go back to Pooh Corner soon, Terry. In the meantime, what else is going on in this world on an April Fool's Day, Terry?
Well, apparently Britney Spears' dad thinks that she should give up her music and go into acting because she did such a good job on her appearance on How I Met Your Mother.
Was she really on that long?
Yeah,
she was on for what, 5 minutes? I don't know. I didn't see it.
I thought it was okay. It was a nice little part.
Nice little cameo for her.
She looked good.
And she did get some good reviews.
She did.
Especially considering people just assumed that she was seconds away from the complete mental breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
So with the expectations kind of diminished, she was able to pull off a nice performance there.
She played the front desk worker at a doctor's office. And
did she make you laugh at all as a viewer of a sitcom just looking for a little chuckle?
Yeah, that show in and of itself doesn't make you laugh, really. So she fit right in. And I've never missed an episode.
What's the name of the show?
How I Met Your Mother. That's with Doogie Howser.
Do I got to start watching this thing or what?
No, you don't.
How long has it been on?
I'll save you some time. Couple years.
What's the what network?
CBS. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's on CBS what day? I knew she was going to be on it,
Mondays.
and I actually thought to myself, I want to watch this.
Uh-huh.
But then, I don't know, I got caught up with internet porn.
Yeah.
It was on last night.
You start watching these clips from Brazzers, and
Brazzers.
Oh my gosh.
They do so much for me.
Well, those moves the grill.
Oh, Brazzers has it dialed into what guys want.
And then every time I get sucked into going to Brazzers, and then I'm like, I'm not joining. Why would I join?
Oh, yeah. Definitely not joining.
Yeah, anyway.
How do we get on Brazzers from How I Met Your Mother?
I always seem to find a way.
I know.
Anyhow, so you watch How I Met Your Mother, Terry, or no?
I've seen it before. I'm not a regular watcher.
Because if you're telling me I got to start watching the show, and you're telling me it's only a half-hour show, I can do half-hour shows.
You don't have to start watching it.
You sure?
Yes.
Although it does do decently, doesn't it?
What if they make Brittany like a regular?
I swear on last night and she wasn't on.
I wanted to watch this. Well, they didn't think her appearance would be as
successful
as it was. They wanted to get a quick little ratings hit out of putting Brittany on. How they were able to get Brittany on was pretty impressive.
Oh, here's $100.
Well, I think it takes more than that for Brittany to... I'm sure there'd be just about every show on TV that would take Brittany right now for a cameo.
Maybe.
It would be... look, this got such notoriety. Any show out there on TV, from the most successful ones, and what's the most successful sitcom out there? Like the Charlie Sheen show, believe it or not?
2.5 Men.
Yeah, all right. They would take her.
Oh,
Any show would take her. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It takes more than $100. So this show somehow was able to put it all together that they got Brittany to agree to be on.
But I don't know if every show wants the circus that follows.
Yeah, okay. They want it once, but now that I think every show would want the circus because it's absolutely a ratings winner.
Right.
Brittany is such the car crash situation right now that any show she was going to be on was going to get an amazing spike from whatever high or low ratings point they were at the given time. So How I Met Your Mother somehow corrals Brittany, gets her on for that episode, and they think, okay, we'll get a big rating spike, and then we'll move on from it because she's going to suck.
Right, but
she's not going to be able to handle it.
Right.
She's mentally unstable, and I actually read in the Star that she actually had a mental breakdown on the set, which I'm not sure I believe, but let's say she did.
Right.
But the reviews are that the finished product was that she was really good. Do they now make an offer to Brittany saying, hey, we'll make you a regular cast member if you're interested? It sounds like your dad's interested. Are you interested in being a regular on How I Met Your Mother? Does she accept it? A and B. We'll make A. Do they offer it, considering that everyone's review is that she did really well? And B, does she take the offer if it's offered?
Well, Alicia Silverstone was supposed to be on that episode as well and took a pass because Brittany was on there. So it may hurt them down the road by getting other guests.
Not if over time she proves that she's actually a quality little actress and doing the show well.
But people don't want the circus. They don't want to show up every day with the circus going.
Well, the circus will die down if she becomes a regular that actually performs.
Right.
Who's on her feet? No, she's boring now. She got it together. We're out of here. Where's Miley Cyrus?
Well, and actually, didn't we even hear that some of most of her circus is going over to Miley Cyrus now.
Well, she's kind of stabilizing a little bit. Brittany's kind of smoothing herself out a little bit here.
And if she is offered this and she does end up taking it, then again she becomes a little bit less unstable. So yes, the circus does.
Considering the ratings spike that How I Met Your Mother got, and you're saying they probably could have used it, right?
It got renewed. People like it. I just don't think it's that good.
But you watch it.
I watch every episode.
Where does it rank typically in your ratings week without Brittany? Where does it usually rank? In the top 20 or no? Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
All right, top 50?
Not with American Idol.
There's like 100 there's like 120 shows every week, or 140 shows.
Definitely top 50, but with American Idol going on and that kind of, it's not gonna...
It's up against American Idol?
Well, no, I'm just saying for like the week. You're saying for the week, where does it rank?
Well, American Idol's always going to be number one. Yeah. So American Idol, it's always 1, 2, and 3, or somewhere 3 out of the top 5.
It's probably top 25.
Top 25.
Yeah, it's been renewed, so someone's watching.
Well, I guarantee you, when the ratings come out this week, I'm assuming it's somewhere around 13 to 8.
Yeah, maybe.
Somewhere between 8 and 13. It got a spike out of the Britney Spears appearance, because I even meant to watch it and just forgot. I should have set my DVR, and I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't miss it.
I'm sure I could find it easily in a couple of seconds on YouTube.
You could, yeah.
But now I'm starting to think that, hey, if Britney's dad is saying this... And if Brittany's on board with what her dad is thinking, I wouldn't be shocked if How I Met Your Mother offers Brittany a recurring role on this show. She was good, right?
Yeah, nothing like a crazy Brittany hitting on a gay Neil Patrick Harris.
Right.
That was very believable.
That's what I need.
That's right.
Then I'm a regular. I may be a regular anyway.
The band camp girl. It's got all kind of weirdos in there.
Yeah.
So you never missed an episode, and yet you're not sure you like the show.
No, but every time we watch it, my wife and I are like, I don't know. We'll give it one more episode. 2 years now.
So you don't want to admit that you really enjoy it.
It's not that good, but it's good enough. It's so weird. We watch every episode.
It's not that good, but he watches a lot more TV than I do.
Right.
I watch a lot of crap, so.
Yeah. A lot
Talking
of
to the guy that TiVos the hills. So
his nighttime hours are spent in front of the TV, and most of my nighttime hours are spent in front of the computer.
Right.
No, that's true.
But that's our world. All right.
I got Flavor of Love and Rocket Love both on my DVR.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Rocket Love.
Yeah. Got them both.
Okay.
I watch a lot of nonsense.
Don't be shocked if this show offers Brittany a regular part. Maybe not an every week part, but like
another little appearance,
a recurring role.
Yeah. They have that sometimes. They'll have like love interest that'll have like 4 or 5 episodes. So maybe she'll be back.
Yeah, because everyone seems to be on board with the fact that Brittany did the job.
Yes.
Way better than everyone expected, and held her own with everyone in the cast. Mm-hmm. It was no matter what way you look at it, it was a big success for How I Met Your Mother.
And Bob Saget's the voice, the narrator. How can you go wrong?
Oh, let me tell you, that is just a great casting job by How I Met Your Mother.
That's right. We'll never know who his mother is.
Let me tell you this. I'm flipping through the channels the other day, and I see on A&E that Bob Saget had a biography hour on A&E's.
Whoa.
And I'm starting to think, you think these biographies on A&E are starting to get watered down now or what? Bob Saget gets an hour on his life? You think they run the gamut?
Yeah.
You think they've kind of run through all the options on biographies? Maybe it's time to move on to some other shows on A&E?
The second segment, Full House, and now we're done.
Because I always, when I see biography on A&E, I always stop to see who they're doing,
right?
You know, who they're highlighting, and I see Bob Saget. I'm like, Bob Saget, really?
You're picturing Anthony Hopkins,
someone who's someone who's worthy. All right, you want to do an hour or two on Al Pacino? Yeah, it makes sense.
Right, you get that.
But Bob Saget now?
John Stamos will be next. Look out.
Even the Olsen twins from Full House. That makes sense. You want to do an hour, they got the TV success, they got the fashion success, they got the overall just popularity. Good. I can take that and move on to the next channel and not think twice about it.
Right.
But you're doing an hour on Bob Saget?
Sounds like it.
Are you serious?
Hey, he's got steady work. He's a narrator. He's awesome. I love his work.
Terry, what else is going on in the world, please?
Well, I have some interesting pictures for you this morning. Apparently, Matt Leinart and Nick Lachey were partying it up with some college women.
They were doing what now?
Partying it up.
Partying it up?
Partying it up.
Are you reading or are you just talking weird this morning?
Talking weird. Partying.
They were partying it up.
Partying like crazy, beer bonging in the jacuzzi and all that stuff.
And you're handing me pictures?
I am.
Doesn't Matt Leinart have a kid to worry about?
He does, and
meanwhile he's in the hot tub with all these hot women.
Yeah, and
Kid Schmid, come here, baby.
Man, I'm obviously
Nick Lachey.
I'm obviously feeling really jealous. Doesn't he have a kid to worry about?
Yeah.
Well, that translates to why isn't this me?
He has to set his alarm clock to go lift weights to play in the NFL.
I know, huh?
It's good to be him.
I don't think he has to worry about playing in the NFL. He hasn't played too many games yet. And it doesn't obviously require him being a big star in the NFL to get these hot women to jump in the hot tub with him.
Never has required that.
Here he is, with a friggin' bandana on his head, with a dumb smile on his face, and with 2 hot women on his left and 2 hot women on his right. Or hot enough, anyway.
Fine.
Well, college women.
2 women in their bikinis that are in college in a hot tub with me. Sounds good.
Actually, 3 out of 4 look pretty damn way hot to me. Man.
Hanging out with Nick Lachey.
So wrong. Big goof.
Well.
Nick Lachey.
I thought he was...
Ladies, can you leave? The light is shining on Nick's face just right.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, you don't think this little extracurricular activity these 2 dudes are trying out on each other? They're always pounding around together.
This is a college girl seeing Nick Lachey. He's not even famous, is he? What's he in?
But he's hot to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
That pisses me off.
Hot guys are the worst.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested, we'll put these pictures on the front page of the Actually, the TManShow.com has some very good, interesting video of... We were telling you about Kenny George, Terry, the 7'8", 7'7" dude, and the Division I college basketball scene that a lot of people still don't know about, that can jam a basketball without leaving his feet. There's a good biography on him. Speaking of biographies, a man who actually deserves biography is Kenny George, Terry. It's not an hour long. It's about 3 minutes.
Okay.
And that's how long Bob Saget should have been on A&E. 3 minutes. Who are they going to start doing biographies on next, Terry? You start doing biographies on Bob Saget, anyone's fair game to do an hour-long biography on.
What's the high point of his career during the during the biography. You know, there was always a high point.
I didn't watch it. What are you nuts?
I'm just saying, you know who Bob Saget is. Like, what are they going to talk about? Full House? Was that like a big monster moment for him?
I would think that is, the top of the mountain as far as his career is concerned.
That's it, huh?
And I don't know what else there is.
I don't either.
What are you going to talk about for the rest of the hour? That he did stand-up, do the stand-up comedy scene all his life?
Maybe so.
No idea.
Hour long on Bob's. Who's sitting down going, I got to watch this?
Yeah.
I always wanted to know the inner details of Bob Saget's life.
Right.
He used to host America's Funniest Videos, but then got yanked for that dude who hosts everything now.
Yeah.
The Stars guy.
Dancing with the Stars guy.
Yeah.
Tom's, what's his name?
Oh,
Bergeron.
He's so non-offending, that guy. He's so perfect for the role. Look at... I'm really pissed now. Here's Nick Legay and Matt Leinart, overrated quarterback to the Stars, with 4 hot girls flanking him. In a hot tub, man.
Yep.
Look at that one girl just leaning on his shoulder like that. Sure, he twisted her up.
Good stuff always happens in hot tubs. Or as a result of a hot tub.
Right.
Love them.
Not too many tragic stories happen out of the hot tub situation, Terry.
No. Okay.
The girl's in her bikini in a hot tub. Good chance she's kind of in it.
Yeah, I'd say the seduction is right where you need it to be,
Yeah.
You guys.
Those dudes.
Yeah.
I'm so freaking jealous. Look at that. Anyway.
First we have the basketball coach.
Maybe I should look at it to take your mind off it.
And then now we have those two.
I'm not ready to have my mind taken off it just yet. Oh, there. Wow. Look at her getting all drunk.
Yep.
A hot tub and drunkenness. Hand in hand.
Perfect.
Wow.
All right, here you go. Take me out of my misery. All right. So that's all you wanted to report on that? Is that Nick Legay
Just thought
and
you'd
Matt
be interested.
Leinart
Yeah. Having a good time.
Yeah.
College girls.
Tearing it up, enjoying each other's company as buddies.
Yes.
And letting at least 4 hot girls jump in the hot tub, come along for the ride.
Right.
Okay.
Matt Leinart more than happy to lend his hand and holding the beer bong up. God, it's good to know. The Cardinals are happy they drafted him. Building up valuable skills for the season coming up.
Yes.
Oh, my rotator cuff. I was holding the bong. Oh, damn.
That'll help you read the cover 2 defense.
I think it will, yeah.
That is more effective than watching game film.
Yeah. No, it looks like
holding the beer bong up for the girl who is just seconds away from being violated by you in 16 different ways.
Yep.
Well, you got to love the off season.
Yes. And what else are you going to do?
All right, what else is going on, Terry? Give me something else.
Just really quickly, Paul McCartney, with his divorce being final for the last 2 weeks, has decided to celebrate by having sex with a married woman, although she is legally separated at
Good,
this
he
time.
deserves it. Get dirty, Paul. You got railroaded. You got a bad deal there. He's a man who deserves to enjoy his older senior years, Terry, with a little bit more respect than this one-legged wench gave him by telling the world that he was beating her, and maybe he was, but she should have just kept her mouth shut. Yeah. He's from the old school, Terry, where beating was perfectly acceptable.
Wow.
Sure. I don't believe that he was really hitting her. She was coming on shows saying he was knocking her around and stuff. Whatever. Linda McCartney never said a damn thing, right?
And people that are musicians for a living are pretty protective of their hands. They don't go around punching things and slapping things. And I have a hard time thinking he was doing that.
So she just married him, had nothing but a goal in mind, and just tore him down, probably just ruined his life for all that it's been for the past number of years. And, he deserves a little better than that, don't you think?
Yes, absolutely.
Got to show respect for those that dominated the music scene from before we were all alive, right? Okay.
Yeah, and she dumped a carafe of water on his lawyer's head and everything.
Yeah.
She's insane.
She actually was upset because the judge, because Paul McCartney requested that everything be public.
She's nuts.
And she wanted it private.
And she got like 59-some million.
Yeah.
From being married to him for 2 years.
I know.
So he deserves to go out and steal some dude's wife and toss her around. The dude has a right, of course, in response to kick his ass. But
2 years of marriage gets that kind of money?
2 years of marriage.
Well, they have a child, too, so.
They do?
Yes.
Does it have 2 legs?
Yes.
All How'd she lose her leg?
In a motorcycle accident. Well, she was hit by a motorcycle, police motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. And this is how she pays it forward?
I guess so.
I think she'd be a little bit more sympathetic to others after losing a limb.
Well, she's known as a philanthropist that goes around and helps people with landmines and all this stuff. But now hearing the real her, you have a hard time believing it.
Right, because it came out that a lot. She claims all this charity stuff, and really she didn't give that much to charity.
Yep.
And they're like, oh.
She's a big one-legged phony. The only thing worse than a two-legged phony, Terry? I don't know. Anyway, Vinnie, where are you at right now?
I'm at a nearby fueling station.
You're at the gas station right now?
I am.
Okay. Well, it is April Fool's Day, as we told you earlier, and we've been telling you all morning long. We've been giving away gas cards.
Yes.
We've had some lucky winners already this morning, Terry. And now Vinnie the Pooh is ready to walk up on some unexpected soul, Terry, who's pumping gas, and offer them free gas on April Fool's Day. Let's see what the chat room people have to say about this, Terry.
All right.
All right, now I don't know how you expect to do this. I don't know what your game plan is going to be, Vinnie the Pooh. It's kind of the spur of the moment thing.
It looks like there's a couple people now who are currently in the process of, refueling. Should I ask them, hey, you need $10 more? Or should I just wait for somebody?
I don't know. Just say, hey, I'm Vinnie the Pooh, and I would like to give you $10 in free gas. Start from 10 and see how the reaction is.
All right.
See if they get scared by you. See if they thank you. Maybe they start hugging and kissing you. Maybe they tell you to get away from their car before they call the cops. Who knows what people's reactions are going to be in this day and age, Terry? Let's find out.
How are you? I'm Vinnie the Pooh. I wanted to know if I could give you $10 in gas.
Guy walks up to a stranger and introduces himself as Vinnie the Pooh.
$10 free, I'll give it to you.
She's turning it down, see? I knew that would be Pooh's reaction. They're scared of him.
She doesn't want it.
He's the most non-threatening looking soul, Terry.
No kidding.
He's a grown man who's topped out at 5'9" and 140 pounds.
Yes.
And he offers her free gas and she gets scared.
She says no.
She said no to you?
She said no.
Did you say why?
No, she looked literally scared.
Why don't you ask her? Say, why? Well, I'm offering you free gas. Why are you saying no, lady?
There's always some kind of catch.
She's what?
She's actually in her car moving already.
She's leaving.
Well, run after her.
I don't know what I did. I walked up to her with my hands in my pockets. I don't know.
All right, Kate, take your hands out of your pockets. He thinks you're playing pocket pool. It's scaring her.
Yeah, you got something in there.
Sorry. You know what? This is a pretty busy gas station, I'll catch somebody.
Okay. Good. Let's see how this continues. Let's see how this goes.
People always think there's some kind of catch when you're giving them something, though.
Well, let them know that in your...
Should I yell at people on the street next time?
It's not a busy gas station, or it is?
It is. But
all right, well, then walk up to somebody else. Tell them that as far as your interpretation of the day, it's April Fool's Day, and you would like to offer them free gas.
Okay.
And if they don't take it, you're going to hit them.
There's a lovely young lady pulling up to the pump right now. Hold on. I'm not trying to, jump on her as soon as she gets out of the car, but let me wait. Hold on, here we go. And she's looking at her back window at me. God dang it. She's probably calling the cops as we speak.
Oh, jeez.
What are you worried about calling the cops? What are you doing that you have to worry about? You're not doing anything.
You're telling me. I'm not worried, but I'm just saying. It might seem a little suspect that the boy's out here standing, waiting for them to get out of the car. And
first off, you're not my boy. Second of all, nothing about it is suspect. All right? Hold on, people hang out at gas stations all day long.
Hi, I'm Vinnie the Pooh, and I want to know if I can give you $10 in gas. I just want to give it to you.
That's okay, I got it.
Are you sure? No, I want to give it to you.
No, that's fine. Get away from me, please. I'll scream!
Free gas?
You believe this? You believe this crap, Terry?
No.
He's got to fight with them to give him $10 in free gas.
No, it's okay, but I want to pay for $10 of it. Can I? Are you sure?
That's okay.
It's April Fool's Day is what it is. It is. See, I could play a joke on you, but I really want to give you $10 in gas. Are you sure? Why? Why wouldn't you accept $10 in free gas from somebody, though? I don't understand. Well, I am.
You look a little too dark for my liking.
And give away free gas. Well, I want
She's
to.
arguing with him.
Giving free gas.
This is a good sociological study, Terry. I wonder if he was completely white, if there would be a problem here.
He wants me to give it $10.
Probably still, yeah. People are just as crazy.
People are just suspect, period.
People are just suspect, period.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with anything.
I don't think so. Because
he's still talking to her.
Right.
He's still kind of has a little gas economy fuel car here, or whatever it's called. $10 might go.
Now he's getting angry with
Get angry with her. Say, screw you, little gas hooch.
She wants to know what the catch is. There's no catch.
You know what? Forget her. Forget her. Move on.
Go to the person right next to her. Sure.
Jesus. Nobody's trying to get gas on it.
And you'll pump it for them too, Vinnie, right?
Yes. Oh, my God. I'm standing there like...
He's getting insulted.
Well, and it's not, I mean, he's not a really imposing figure.
I just said that.
I know.
Did you? You want your own 7 second delay over there?
Topped out at 5'9", 150. We talked about that.
140, but who's got?
Okay.
God, all right. Well,
now Vinny's getting frustrated.
Yeah, I know.
Can't even give away free gas.
It's crap. It's crazy right now.
It's crap.
I wish somebody would come up to me at the gas station talking about they're going to give me $10 of gas.
This is the world we're living in.
I know.
People don't believe you, A. They think you're going to throw them in the trunk of your car, B, eventually.
Sign them up for some nonsense they don't want.
They think if they relax for half a second while you're filling their gas tank that you're going to throw a little washcloth with chloroformide over their face.
What is this, soap opera from the 80s? They still use chloroform.
It works.
It looks like it always worked. It's
like mind-boggling.
And all he wants to do in a time of great fuel needs, Terry, is offer them $10 in free gas.
Wow.
He didn't even tell them how much. It could have been more.
I know.
It's like getting the whole timeshare thing, you know. Come up here and look at our timeshares. Take a free vacation.
Two people, 2 strikeouts. For what?
For free money, pretty much. But no, but you didn't hear it from her. She was like, you can give me $10 now. I was like, you bitch. Sorry. Frustrated.
All right, take it easy.
I'm serious. I'm going to start running in the streets.
All right. Well, we'll continue on with this to see where it goes.
Jeez. Interesting.
So far, all he's doing is weirding people out.
I know.
And,
yeah, if we wanted that to happen, would have sent Pasty.
Yeah. Maybe we should send Pasty.
No. Wow.
Got $10 for you, dude. You want it or not? All right, later.
Yeah, Pasty wouldn't get offended.
No.
Stoners don't get offended.
No.
Never.
Although it may scare somebody with 3 cigarettes hanging out of his mouth at a gas station. It's a little dangerous.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a toxic situation.
Yeah. Oh, I just dropped one here. I'll get that.
But the April Fool's Day festivities, Terry, will continue.
Good.
Gas cards to give away all morning. And on the streets, we are offering, not successful so far, but we are offering you free gas out there, ladies and gentlemen of this fine country of ours. You're not accepting, but we're doing our best. We're trying hard. We're bending over backwards, Terry.
I know.
To make it an April Fool's Day to remember.
The T-Man Show.
Is it really possible for a man to become pregnant? Last week, a man in Oregon announced that he was, in fact, pregnant. Well, Inside Edition did a little investigating, and what we found out is that he may not be the only one.
Oh, jeez! What? First, we find out that the pregnant man story is not a hoax, Terry.
Right.
Everyone assumed it was an April Fool's joke come early when last week it was reported that a man is impregnated, carrying a child. Yes, indeed, it's, believe it or not, a true story. The more and more they try to get the story cracked, they find out that this is, in fact, factual, and this man will be giving birth to a child in a matter of months.
Right.
That will be interesting.
You know, when you think about it, now that she says there could be many more men out there that are pregnant, I have to wonder about gay phone operator, Terry. I mean, he does have the belly. He's very emotional.
His hormones are askew, so yeah, maybe he is.
He certainly has the sexual interest level to be a candidate for carrying a man's child.
Right, if he has eggs, he's come into contact with fertilizer. From time to time.
I have to nominate him as a very likely candidate if they're saying there are multiple men out there that are carrying children as we speak. Well, then how do we assume the gay phone operator is not one of them?
Oh, wow.
Last week, a man in Oregon announced that he was, in fact, pregnant. Well, Inside Edition did a little investigating, and what we found out...
Oh, good, because that's your jobs.
Yeah.
Did you see the pictures, by the way, of this pregnant guy?
No, I did not.
It's just so weird.
Bizarre,
I'm sorry. The guy is, as we said last week, posed in this real femme posture. And
Well, he did
with his
used to be a
belly
woman.
sticking out. I'm sorry. It's sick. I have just a wide open mind as far as being very libertarian.
Right.
I'm the first to say this guy is just over the top.
I don't need naked pictures of him, by the way. Just show us in clothes. We would get it if there's a bump.
Yeah, a lot of pregnant women can be perfectly identified with their clothes on as being pregnant women.
Believe it or not.
I don't need to see you with your naked upper body.
hairy chest and a belly.
All right, we don't need it.
Well, Inside Edition did a little investigating, and what we found out is that he may not be the only one.
Oh, great.
In your film, Transparent, there are men who consider themselves to be a child's mother.
Yep.
Isn't that correct?
For some of the guys in my film, you know, they really do still see themselves as their child's mother, but they don't see themselves as women.
This dad became a man several years after giving birth. He says he...
Did you follow that, Terry?
Well, the guys that, for some reason, believe that they are the child's mother because they, birthed
They still have the reproductive organs, but they think they're a man.
Yeah.
This dad became a man several years after giving birth.
Right.
He says he had to fight to keep custody of the daughter he gave birth to when he was a woman.
Oh, that must be on court TV.
Gay phone operator.
Look at this.
He's so gay.
Fine.
He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you're preggo or what?
No, I'm not pregnant.
Are you sure?
I do have the emotions of a pregnant woman, but I'm not pregnant.
I don't know. A lot of these women don't. I've heard a lot of stories about women in their 9th month not even knowing. And all of a sudden they think they have to, do a really big movement kind of situation.
Oh, wow.
And before you know it, there's a fetus.
Yeah, I would think that I would finally give birth after 36 years. It's been more than 9 months and I've been fat.
All right. Fair point.
Hey, I want to make sure. Someone confirmed that you're coming on the party invitation website last night.
Okay, listen.
They signed up.
There's a party invitation?
I'm not surprised that somebody out there trying to have a little tiny bit of fun put me as a confirmed guest at your stupid little party.
Oh, there goes the fetus.
But I could promise you that after you told me that it's at some listener's house who decided to voluntarily name himself Jerko.
Yeah.
That you won't be finding me within a 50-mile radius of that party. All right?
Why?
Because, as I told you yesterday, I'm not going to any silly little party at some Terry Cam Chatter's little house that you've gotten all friendly with. And feeling as awkward as everyone else is going to feel at that situation.
Well,
right?
then, you know what? If that's your problem, then chip in and we'll get a different venue.
Why don't you guys, you guys want to talk about how you have such big-time parties? Why don't you all pool your money? Why do I got to chip in? Why do I got to put...
You're the one that has a problem with it.
I don't care.
We're getting together to have fun.
I'm fine with not going. You guys have your fun. I'm not stopping your fun. You guys have it at Jerko's Double Wide, or you guys can have it at...
Double Wide.
You guys have it out at some club or wherever you got to have it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Then stop bitching about it.
Who's bitching about it?
You're making fun of it.
You brought it up.
You know what? They signed up as Ribby Robbie. What the hell? I was just confirming.
Well, the fact that the people that certainly have done their homework on all the aspects of my life, Terry, have certainly done a good job making the notation that I was once referred to in high school as Ribby Robbie. And that would give perhaps Gay the thought that only T-Man would know that he was Ribby Robbie.
Right.
But I could tell you that the listeners are very educated on the program, and they put down Ribby Robbie probably to make it seem more authentic, but it's not the real Ribby Robbie that's going to be showing up at this stupid party.
It's not a stupid party.
All right, fine. It's the best party of all time.
I
I'm
didn't say it was the
sorry.
best party of all time either.
He is upset.
Go get drunk with Gay and have him ask you to get a hug 20 times. That sounds like fun.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
There's nothing wrong with getting hugs.
How many times you got to ask somebody?
There's something wrong with asking people and almost cornering them into giving you a hug. All right?
I'm going to hug my mom. I'm going to hug you.
There's something wrong with you.
You have before.
Yeah, it was a mistake. I'm sure I have.
You guys have hugged?
Oh, yeah. Well, I feel bad. He asks all the time. Every time we go out drinking.
I have no problem saying
all right,
no.
see ya.
I just don't see any reason to hug a man who, for some reason, has no ability to get himself smelling something other than cheese.
Oh, my God.
I've learned the hard way.
Screw you. I do not smell. I'm so tired of that.
You don't smell as far as your classic body odor smells.
I don't smell at all.
You have this very detectable stench of cheese.
Something going on there.
I don't know if it's Munster, provolone, or what kind of cheese, but for some reason you have a cheese smell.
Yeah, I'm going to shove a Gouda up your ass.
Oh,
okay?
geez.
You know what?
I don't
Stop
know
being
what
an
it
asshole
is.
to me. I don't...
All right, take it easy, and you realize it's a family show and you can't be saying these things, all right? Now stop it!
Somebody suggested pepper jack?
That might be what it is, yeah. Now that they mention it, yeah, it's a nice, big
pepper jack
aroma of pepper jack you get when Gake kind of approaches, yes. Okay, instead of fighting it,
oh, jeez.
Why don't you look into what the source of it is and try to eliminate it, all right?
There's nothing to eliminate.
All right.
My ass is clean. I don't smell like
Never
cheese.
said it was from your ass. I don't know where it's from. I haven't detected the source within... All right, you know what? I'm not going on with this. Goodbye. All right? His mood swings only lead to evidence to him being pregnant, Terry.
Whatever. I'm not pregnant.
All I need to know is he's eating Baskin-Robbins and sardines right now, and I'll make it absolutely official.
Well, he has gained weight.
Shut up, Terry.
Wow.
God.
You should maybe look into getting pregnant. You're not going to have a kid any other way. I mean, maybe that'd be great for you.
Really might have
I mean,
Maybe I don't want to have a kid.
You want to be a father? You don't want to be a father?
No.
You want to be a mother?
No.
You want to be a parent?
No,
Why don't you want to be a parent?
Because I don't want to take the chance that I'll do the same thing my dad did to me.
So you're telling me, after all that you have been able to identify that your dad did wrong to you, you're not one who's able to say, well, now that I've seen what not to do, I know to steer clear of that, and I'll do the opposite. Or you're not bright enough to be assured that you could raise a child in a fashion that you weren't happy being raised as?
No,
that makes no
I'm bright
sense.
enough to realize.
You're afraid you're going to fall right into your father's footsteps?
Exactly, because my brother said the same thing. My brother said, I'll never treat my kids the way my dad did. And I see my brother with his kid, and he does the same thing.
They got beaten with his watch.
Right.
He does the same thing. He treats his kids the same way my dad did.
Well, then how dare you condemn your father for things that you're not even sure you'd be able to steer clear of yourself?
Sounds like a cop-out to me.
How dare you condemn that man and not be willing to talk to that man who's made an effort to talk to you over the past number of years? You've got almost 20 years now without talking to your daddy. You got major daddy issues. All of your own doing. Because
and I deserve credit for making the decision not to do the same thing he did.
You don't deserve any credit for anything. There's not a damn thing I can think of you deserve credit for. Especially not this. Oh, he deserves credit for not having children because he's afraid he's going to have no choice but to fall into the pitfalls that his dad instilled in him.
You really can't control yourself? You think you'd be beating your kid every day?
No, I'm not saying I would beat my kid, but I know what my dad did about talking down to us and just the verbal abuse. It's like I see my brother, and he gets mad, and he does the same exact thing. I don't want to take that chance.
It wouldn't even be a chance. You'd definitely be verbally abusing your kid. You verbally abuse the way you talk on a regular basis. You're just the verbal abusing type. You are.
So by making the decision not to have children, that's a good decision.
But you could all package it in the throes of teaching your child.
No,
You're talking
I'm not going to take that chance. I don't want to ever do that to a kid.
Well, just stop sounding so whiny.
It's weird that you're incapable of being nice to somebody and loving someone and being nurturing. That's weird. You don't have that in you, huh?
Why would you sell yourself so short? Think about all the positives that you could instill in a child. Stop sighing.
Whatever.
Don't sigh again.
I'll sigh whenever the hell I goddamn well want.
Oh, geez. Wow. Well, then you sigh away.
Whoa! How's that?
It's the noise he makes when they run out of lube. Sorry.
Gay, this is the reason that you're not going to be a parent?
Yeah, exactly.
So that sound like a pretty selfish cop-out or what?
That's a whatever.
He loves his own...
That is not a selfish
Of course it is. He loves his own time to chat away and have no responsibility and whine about his life. And
just say that then. Just say that's why you don't want to have kids. You love your little life.
You love your little life of complaining and doing meaningless stuff with people in chat rooms.
Meaningless friends.
And having meaningless friends.
Are you both retarded?
And doing all kinds
retarded?
of...
Why the hell are you even saying this?
Doing all kinds of seedy acts that you solicit on Craigslist and other places.
Wow.
And it's,
I do like the seedy acts.
It's hard to maintain that kind of lifestyle if you have a child kind of just, running around the joint there, right?
It would be.
Okay, so why don't you admit that as opposed to, it's my father's fault I can't have kids.
Right.
It's another thing I can blame on my dad.
No, I'm not blaming him. I'm just making a decision not to be like him.
Your dad did nothing. The one thing your dad did, even though he trumps it up to be such a dramatic thing, his dad did one thing wrong. His dad didn't accept his son for who he was. All right? When his son made it very clear, like he needed to actually tell his dad, when his son identified to his dad that he's a gay man, his dad had a bad reaction and held on to it for too long.
Right.
Now it seems like he's over that and is ready to make amends. He never... I think all the stories of these beatings and stuff like that, maybe he kind of, I got slapped on the bottom and I got disciplined here and there, but nothing that would be considered real abuse.
It was a different time. Everyone was hitting their kids.
I'm sure that's pretty much the long and short of what Gay got. All right? He didn't get anything that really was a classic child abuse situation.
Right. And a lot of times parents, they're just doing the best they can. They don't mean anything by it.
His dad saw his son as a little fruity and didn't like it.
Right. Son, put down the Berry Manilow lunchbox. Here's a kiss one.
And that was wrong to some extent, but from where his dad probably came from, he didn't know how to deal with it, blah, blah, blah. So even that could be overlooked. So Gay just wants to take everything in his life and have an excuse for it. And the common denominator of it all is daddy. Your dad gets a bad rap, and now you're blaming your inability to have children on him, too? When really it just comes down to you being selfish and wanting to call up any person you want at any time to come over for any CD act or solicit yourself on Craigslist or go to some chat room and waste time in there, and you don't want the responsibilities that it takes to raise a child. Why don't you say that when that is the case?
Because that's not the case.
It's your dad, right?
It has nothing to do with that.
It has everything to do with your dad?
I'm not blaming him. I just don't want to be him.
No, you did.
I don't want to be like him.
Well, that's blaming him. That's saying you can't be a dad because of your dad.
So if I said I didn't want to be an asshole, I'd be saying I didn't want to be like you and I'm blaming you?
Okay, listen. This is language you can't use on the air, first of all.
And it's too late for that.
Second of all...
It is too late because it'll always be that way to me.
Second of all, I'm not an asshole.
Yes, you are.
Because he's language. And third of all, maybe just to you, because I tell you things that no one else will be willing to tell you that you need to hear.
Oh, thank you for being the voice.
But isn't it?
And if that makes me an asshole, then I don't care.
Yeah, I really need you to be the voice of reason for me.
Well, somebody has to be in your life because you need it, obviously, which is why you call the show on a regular basis. Even though you pretend like you don't, you need me, Gay, because I am the only person
I need you. Thank you for being in my life.
Don't say it like that now because that sounds really twisted.
I didn't say I needed you that way.
All right. That's what it sounded like for a second. Anyway, I don't like hearing it anyway. Where were we, Terry? Is that it? Okay, we're done with him? Okay, ready to move on?
He needs a voice of reason because he...
But the thing is that it is his choice, whatever the choice may be, or reason for that choice, to have a child or not.
Like everything else in his life, he's found a way to cop out.
That's not a cop-out!
Of course it is! It's a classic cop-out!
Why is it that big of a deal for him not to have a kid?
Because, Terry, we need to be giving back to our society by having people that are bright if they are those that are quality candidates to be a parent. And I see Gay as one, even if he doesn't see himself as one. Sure. He has a duty and a responsibility to procreate.
Well, no, he could adopt, too.
Or else, why else are we here? Or adopt, yeah, right. but to instill his... Believe it or not, he's got a level of intelligence that could do a child well in this world of children being raised by a whole slew of dummies. Yeah. Why else are we truly here? All right?
At least you know the kid won't starve.
To go prancing around Craigslist? Is that our purpose on Earth?
Prancing around.
It passes the time.
Well, that's all it does. Yes, I'll give you that. All right? So don't cop out for once in your life.
I'm not copping out.
You better have a kid by Friday.
I'm not going to have kids.
All right, then don't have kids.
I'm not going to.
Good.
So you'll never have a husband either. The same will be said about that.
No, I probably won't. I probably won't, you bastard.
And you're turning into an old maid. So he's a bastard and I'm an a-hole.
Right.
You'll turn into an old maid right before our very eyes, okay? It's happening right now in case you're not picking up on this, ladies and gentlemen. As we speak, little by little, step by step, gay phone operator is turning into an old knitting maid.
You're going to be the lonely old queen sitting in the bar trying to hit on 20-year-olds.
He is not a queen.
With a shawl on. Yeah. And watching the soaps.
I don't watch soaps.
Oh, I'm sorry. You showed me.
Or use it.
Boy, am I off.
Oh, my God.
He didn't deny the turning into an old man. I don't watch soaps.
I'm going to bring some soap over to your bathroom.
Okay. That's all. That's it. Done. Goodbye. What else is going on, Terry? Oh, wait. It's April Fool's Day.
Oh, it is, yes.
You have a quick story?
Well, I don't know how quick it is, but I can give it to you.
All right, Oh, now you're talking.
The story.
All right, give me the story. I'll decide how quick it is, and we'll see if we can fit it in right here. Go ahead.
I got a story about a woman who got her appendix removed through her private area.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which private area are you talking about, Terry? There are a couple of private areas that come to mind. Her VJ?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Why would they do that?
Well, apparently you don't have to, have the scar, the ugly scar.
An emergency. Oh, so it was a voluntary, elective type, minimally invasive type surgery?
Correct.
Are you serious? Is that where we're going now? In order to prevent your body from having any unnecessary scars, modern science, modern medicine has found a way to remove an appendix through the vagina.
Correct.
Well, now I've heard it all. You want to be the first guy in after the vagina removing, the appendix removal surgery?
Got pass. But thanks.
What a quick recovery. I just had my appendix removed this morning, and I'm ready for sex.
Oh, jeez.
Surgeons did it at the UC San Diego Medical Center. And they took a tiny 2-millimeter camera through her belly button so they could see what they were doing. Then they guided a tool into that area and up to her abdomen.
They're not the first ones. All right, tie it on the end there.
Where they were able to get the appendix and pull it on out.
Now, how big is the appendix, Terry? Show me with your hands. I know you're an appendix expert.
What, about as big as your fist? Maybe a little bit more? I don't know.
It's not that big. It depends if it's like, if it gets infected, it swells up, and you have to have it removed. So it can be, big as a baseball, or I think it's normally about, yay big.
Yeah, maybe. So really,
I had mine taken out. I got a scar.
You got a scar?
Slice you open and yank it out back in the old days.
Now you can't wear a bikini?
That's right, I can't. I still do, though. I don't care.
So women want to look
My
good.
eyes are up here.
Women want to look good in their bikini so bad that they are willing to deal with what sounds like a very uncomfortable, if not painful, procedure of getting their appendix, if they so need it, removed.
Well, they're saying...
removed through their VJs.
Right. They're saying that it does cause very little pain and that the recovery may be a lot faster.
So the man's about to enter and he says, you won't feel a thing?
I don't know.
I bet she's... Jeez. Heard that before.
No, yeah.
Come on. I can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how often do appendixes really need to be removed? But they found a way for those who do need it removed to have it removed through your female body parts. Mm-hmm.
Correct.
How about a man then, Terry? I don't want a scar. Can I have it taken out through my pee hole or what?
I don't know.
You probably don't want that.
I would think not, but I would think a woman wouldn't want any kind of tongue stuck up through her vaginal canal.
That's a little bigger than the pee hole, you realize. I mean,
Yeah.
more to work with as a woman.
I mean, that's what I picture. I picture them sticking the tongs up there and being like, oh, we just missed. Oh, let's check with the camera again. Okay, I think we got it. And out she comes.
It's probably some kind of tongs they use.
It's like a tongs.
Tongs.
You ever put a tongs up there, Terry?
No, have never.
And see what comes out? Oh, spare tire. Where'd that come from? Wow. Oh, license plate.
That's right.
What the hell's going on out there? Oh, Vinnie the Pooh's out there? Oh, that's what's going on out there. Vinnie, you still out there?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Wow, he's still out there.
Yes.
Just trying to...
I have an update. Well, during the last commercial break, someone came up and was like, I want the ticket.
Oh, okay, that's what it's turned into. All right, that means it's time to come back. All right?
So
we did our best. Vinny was trying to force free gas upon people, Terry.
I don't know.
And what did they do? If you were listening earlier, you heard. They got scared. They turned him down. Well, maybe you feel a little safer if we give it away in this fashion. Because it is. Oh, watching Terry dance on Terry Cam, I'm sure is quite the treat right now. Yes.
I love it when I dance.
It is an April Fuels Day. That's right. The fuel prices are out of control.
Yeah, they are.
So why do some wacky radio stunts that do nothing but just piss people off, Terry, when they find out that you may or may not have duped them? Let's give people some stuff that they can actually get some practical little benefits out of, you think? So, we've been giving away gas cards all morning on an April Fuels Day. You get it? You get it? Very clever. The creativity's out of control. It's April Fuels Day. Let me clear the lines. And the first caller right now at 1-866-663-T-Man. Let's see if people... Vinny.
I guess
I don't think you're that frightening. Let's see if people are willing to accept free gas from you over the phone. Apparently, they run in fear from you when they're face-to-face.
Let's do it.
You take the first caller.
Okay.
And let's see how scared they are. Go ahead.
You're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
What's going on this morning?
I'm just getting some free fuel.
Oh, you think so, are you?
I would sure hope so. I could use it.
Really?
She doesn't sound scared, Vinny. She doesn't sound like one who's going to run from you.
This is April Fuels Day, and you are the first caller. What's your name?
Belinda.
Melinda?
With a B.
Oh, Belinda, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Well, how are you planning on spending your April Fuels Day?
Nice. Go on a walk.
So, T-Man, I think she deserves a gas card. What do you think?
Well, she was about to answer your question. You were...
all over.
Is this how you are on a first date? So tell me about yourself. Oh, yeah, well...
more about me. Here we go.
I'm sorry, Belinda. Tell me about yourself.
All right, it's all right. Don't worry about it. We'll talk to Belinda. Belinda, tell us about yourself.
I don't know. There's not much to tell.
There's got to be something, Belinda, going on in your life that we'd find relatively interesting, no?
No.
Well, then we have to ask more probing questions. You have a boyfriend? You have an interesting job? You have your appendix removed through your VJ? Anything that we can recall happening to you over the past recent days?
No. Married.
You're married?
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. Wouldn't you consider that an exciting state of being, though?
Very.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
Why doesn't she sound that convincing, Terry? How long you been married, Belinda?
Almost 9 years.
Wow.
9 years.
Wow. Way to go.
And will you be making it to 10, or?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. And your husband the greatest man on earth that you know of, or what?
Absolutely, yes.
Are you attracted to him after 9 years of marriage more than any guy that you'll see throughout the rest of the week? Do you imagine? Yes or no?
Yes.
How believable are these answers all of a sudden, Terry?
It's true.
It's true, yes. Every time your husband walks through the door, you're more attracted than from the moment he left. Is that right?
Yes.
Belinda.
But then more and more each day.
Oh, jeez. And you have children with this man?
Yep.
How many children, Belinda?
3.
And when she walks through the door, she gets weak. Oh, he does. Anyway, that's when the call joke. Anyway, Belinda.
Yes.
I see no reason to tell you anything other than the fact that you are the first caller and you've won a free gas card.
Woo! I'm so excited.
Yeah, it sounds that way.
Yeah. I am.
Okay. It's boring, Belinda.
Yeah.
On the lie.
Wow.
She doesn't sound old enough to be married for 9 years, though. I thought she was like 19.
How old are you, Belinda?
27.
She did get married at 19. 18.
Wow.
Something like that. All right, you got married way too young. She sounds this humdrum, Terry. She sounds this kind of tone because even though she's unwilling to acknowledge it, she's realizing that she got married too young and she missed out on basically all of life. Wow. And now she's got to put on a happy face. And even though you put on a happy face, your tone of voice can't lie, can't mask what you're truly feeling. But you did win a gas card, Belinda.
Yay!
All right?
Yes, thank you.
But you did waste your life. So, man, you put that on.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, whatever. You put that on a scale, $50 gas card, waste of life. I think it pretty much balances itself out, don't you?
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Congratulations, Belinda.
It at least helps take the sting off a wasted life.
Yeah,
right?
It takes the edge off. Right. It takes a little of the sting out of the wasted life that Belinda inflicted upon herself.
Really quick to say, I don't think so.
Congratulations, Belinda.
Way to go.
You are halfway to salvaging your wasted life.
All right.
Yes. 50% of it has been eliminated of that sting. Of course. And we'll be giving away gas cards throughout the rest of the morning as we have from the beginning, Terry. On an April Fuel's Day, 2008.
The T-Man Show.
Well, just in time. Okay. Terry, give me a quick story, and then I'm going to go to the phones. What do you have there, baby?
I have a story about a former math prodigy.
Almost out of breath. Yes, a former math prodigy?
Yes. Who is...
What does it take to become a prodigy, Terry?
Well,
what do I got to do?
I don't know, because I've never been at that status, so...
Okay. I don't know if a prodigy is really a status. Isn't it just someone who's in the...
Well...
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, back in 1997, she, at the age of 13, she was accepted into Oxford University to study math.
All right. What is she doing today?
Well, she's now a prostitute.
See, sooner or later you're going to gravitate to your real calling.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, the real you is not going to be able to hide anymore, Terry. Even if you can do some calculus. Oh, we're really impressed. Yeah. Okay. Now, how does that make her a prodigy?
Well, getting accepted to Oxford at 13?
At 13 to do math.
That makes her a guru, a maven, an aficionado, an expert.
Somebody you groom, who's going to be the greatest
that's what I'm thinking. A prodigy is just someone who's under someone's wing who's being groomed for something. It's really not any kind of true status of it in and of itself. But, all right, wonderful. So she had all the makings of really doing some tremendous things and contributions for the world, especially the math world. Sure. And now she's just figuring out how many Johns she can squeeze in one night.
Yeah.
Well, she's not some street walking Pasty, a little quieter, maybe the sign, the neon one. Oh, boy. What were we
talking about? Some street walking, you said?
Oh, yeah. Forget it. Anyway.
She actually apparently has a little website. I'll try and see if it's still up and running.
It's called MySpace. Yes, I've heard of it.
Well, she describes herself as a 5'5" young lady with 32D breasts, and she prefers older gentlemen.
Okay, well then,
there you go.
She had no choice. That's not math kind of measurements.
Right.
That's not the kind of measurements that one who's really going to make major math contributions is going to have.
Yeah.
All right?
Not what her family expected.
I'm not really convinced that she was any kind of expert and really any kind of math whiz whatsoever, all right? I keep hearing about all these people trying to impress everyone, how they're pre-med and all these little titles. Pre-med means nothing. Anyone can be pre-med. It just means you're taking some medical classes in college. Right. Anyone is having those classes available to them. So I don't want to hear about any parents out there who are bragging about any kids being pre-med and anyone's nephew or anything this, that. No one's impressed. It's all about where you wind up.
Right.
She wound up soliciting her body for money like any common hoe and probably never had much other options really when it came down to it. Oh, math prodigy. What does that mean? What does it mean?
I can't. I don't
know how that helps you in the future. Is being an expert in math, other than being a bored high school math teacher.
Let me see the story. I'm trying to figure out what they're trying to. Yes. Oh, yeah. I forgot the part that she was accepted to Oxford at 13. That's pretty impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, I would say so.
Considered a math genius. Use the word genius, Terry, instead of prodigy. That sounds more impressive to me. A genius, yes.
Well, you would, okay.
I would have what?
Oh, I would
diffuse that somehow?
No. I would guess that, prodigy and genius all in the same family?
No. Genius kicks the ass of prodigy any day in my mind. Let's see.
She was just super, super smart.
But look how she turned out. Yeah,
I know.
She was recently cited for charging $260 an hour. She ain't no Ashley Alexander Dupre, I'll tell you that right now. And Ashley Alexander Dupre barely knows what 4 plus 4 equals, Terry. I can't even pronounce it. Okay.
That's the best part. You stiff her on the check if you won't know the difference.
Okay. 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. Sarah, you're on the air. Hello.
Hi.
Anything anyone wants to call about is fine. Yes.
I was just calling to tell you guys that on the news the other night, they had a man who got his appendix removed through his mouth.
Well, apparently we went up the news because Terry's got the woman who got her appendix removed through her VJ. So I think we win.
No, it's definitely more. Your story's more interesting. You guys were just saying,
Yeah, they're trying to find new ways. They're trying to find new ways for people to have less invasive type surgeries because scars are out. Right. If you have a scar, you're some kind of freak these days, more than ever before, and nobody can go to the beach with a scar or they're going to be apparently ridiculed to the hills. All right?
No kidding.
I think it's really a very telling situation and very telling little state of where we're at as far as the mindset of women. Women are so...
Oh, it's us. That's right.
Well, men don't care about scars. When do men really say, doctor,
that is not true.
Doctor, do whatever you got to do, but please, no scars. Men are okay with scars. They're not welcoming them if they're not necessary.
Yeah, there are plenty of vain guys out there,
Men are not so consumed with, do whatever you got to do to make sure I don't get any scars, doctor. No, it's women. And there's such a calling for it that they have to go beyond the call of what's reasonable to find these ridiculous alternatives to surgery so that you can avoid a scar. A big freaking scar? No. A little scar that comes from having an appendix removed. How big is your scar from having your appendix removed? Oh, that big?
Yeah.
That's not that big.
It's thin, but it's thin.
It's not the biggest deal in the world. So what do they got to do? They got to rework modern medicine so that the new ways of surgery can be such that you don't have any scarring whatsoever.
I don't think I need my appendix in my mouth at any point, but thank you anyway. Just go ahead and cut me open. Well, you got appendix breath. Whew. Yuck.
So, what do you think it all comes down to? It comes down to women begging their doctors to do whatever has to be done to minimize, if not eliminate, any possibilities of scarring. So doctors all get amongst themselves at the little doctors' conclaves, and they say, hey, we can make a fortune on all these women that are so friggin' batty these days, and we'll get surgery any way we can do it as long as they don't get scarring, even if it puts them at death's door for all we know. But we can
I think that women are just worried about it because so many men are like, oh, you're 5 pounds overweight. Sorry, move on to the next little model.
All right, you want to blame it on men? Really? You really think men have a problem with women being 5 pounds overweight?
Yes.
Then go ahead and think that. Obviously, that's not the case. Men are into the thickest asses in the world these days, so stop blaming men for putting pressure on women. The bigger the ass, the more a man is in today than ever before in the history of this planet. So stop blaming your superficial little wacky mindset on on pressure that men is putting on you.
Okay.
For what reason you can't have a little scar and have surgery in the way surgery is really only this possible as far as being the real safe way of doing it? I don't know.
I don't think there's really any safe way for surgery.
Having an appendix taken out through a vagina.
Hey, personally, I don't think I would trespass on that property just to get my apprentice out, I think I'd prefer having...
I can't even hear you on your phone. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. Anything you want to talk about, I'm ready for it. Although I have some, well, I didn't want to talk about it. Anyway, Rick, you're on the air. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Put it this way, I'm a little on edge right now. All right?
All right.
Okay, go ahead, Rick.
All right.
So
well, I'm on work comp right now, and I just...
Proceed with caution when you call. That's all I got to say. Go ahead, Rick.
I'm on work comp right now. I've been through multiple surgeries, and it's just like in the long run, scar tissue just ends up causing more problems. So I can see where they're coming from, trying to eliminate scars.
So scar tissue causes you pain and uncomfortableness and problems, and it can split open, and there's more than just cosmetic needs for getting rid of scarring.
Exactly.
All right. Good point.
It's just, it's not so much that it's going to split open, but like when cold weather comes or anything like that, it's just ultimately...
When someone comes on the air and makes a good point, I can alter my opinion.
It's one thing if you have multiple surgeries, but one appendix out, that's a pretty minor scar.
However, I don't believe that's really what's happening out there. I think when a woman has an appendix removed, it's really not the biggest deal in the world and the biggest post-op concern to have to worry about her scar causing major pain or some real post...
or anything like that.
She wants to look good at the beach. End of story. She doesn't want to put on her bikini and look at herself in the mirror and see a gangly scar.
My gosh.
So if you have to take it out through the VJ, then go ahead and do it, doctor. And if that puts me at any risk, I'm willing to take the risk. And no one even said that it's really an issue as far as risk, but I'm assuming that having an appendix, as you talked about, that can now be removed at this... Where was it that they were doing this? In San Diego?
Yes, in San Diego. At San Diego Medical Center.
They fine-tune the surgical procedure of having the appendix removed through a vagina, Terry?
Yes.
How do they even get it there?
I described it to you.
Yeah, but if you just reach all the way up there, you're not able to reach organs, right? It doesn't go all the way up to your... It goes to something else, right?
Okay, miss, we missed, and we pulled out your gallbladder. So, yeah.
You can't reach the organs through that, is what I'm saying, can you?
Apparently, it says here that they guided a tool into her area.
You'd think there'd be a couple of roadblocks along the way to the appendix, yes. I don't know how they do it. I don't want to know how they do it. It doesn't sound safe to me.
No, it sounds really risky.
It sounds like an unnecessary little way of going about a surgery that is pretty simple surgery. I mean, it could be a dangerous situation to have your appendix needed to be taken out, but the surgery itself is pretty cut and dry. But if I can avoid a 3-inch scar, by all means, doctor, I'm opening wide.
Pull whatever you want out.
Oh, God.
Just give it a shot, no matter what you take out, at least as long as you try. Sick.
Oh, yes.
Sick and twisted. You're on the air, Rachel. Go ahead. Yes, Rachel.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to call and tell you earlier when you were talking about the math genius, you said you thought a prodigy was someone who was groomed under someone else's wing. I think you're thinking of a protege.
Well, no, there's a word protege and there's a word prodigy. They're two different words.
Yeah, a protege is someone who's groomed under someone else's wing. A prodigy is a child genius.
A prodigy is a child genius?
Yes.
That doesn't sound right to me, but...
I think a prodigy may have multiple definitions then, because, or unless, again, I'll look it up during the break, all right?
It's kind of the same thing. Someone being groomed, I mean, they're kids, right? It's kind of the same thing. Protege is probably just French for prodigy.
Everyone out there so damn smart.
All right.
Shut up.
Let's go pull something out of Terry's.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's what we're playing in the next segment. Instead of April Fool's Day gift card situation, in the next hour we're playing What Can We Pull Out of Terry's VJ. If you can guess it, you'll be a winner.
The T-Man Show.
Oh, we're doing it again? We can't stop it. We can't stop the April Fool's Day festivities. Right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you hear the sounder. That means first caller. Let me clear the lines, Terry. 1-866-663. T-Man is going to win an April Fuel's Day gas card. Woo-hoo! We understand, ladies and gentlemen, that your fuel costs are just raping your bank account on a regular basis. Your checking account overdrawn because of gas costs, Terry. Fill the tank. Oh, you can't eat for a week. Well, why not turn April Fool's Day into April Fuel's Day, I say? Oh, look at this, by the way. Prodigy, a person with exceptional talents and powers. So basically, like a genius, like you said, Terry. The T-Man, way off.
I wouldn't say way off. It's pretty close.
And I remember in some movie with, like, Dustin Hoffman. Oh, it was a horrible movie. And like, Penelope Ann Miller, she got nice big boobs.
Oh, I love her. She's in Carlito's Way.
Yes. I love Carlito's Way.
I do. My favorite movie ever.
I don't know. What was the movie in, like, the late 80s or something where he calls some little dude his prodigy? Not his protege, his prodigy. I know what protege means. I don't know what anywhere means anymore. I don't know. But, all right, whatever. I don't care. Let me find a winner. Gas card giveaway right now, right here, 1-866-663-T-Man. And you will be on the receiving end of some April Fuel's Day of fun. You're on the air. Who's this?
Sean.
But you know what? I'm sick of people not sounding, not that $50 is blowing the doors off anything.
Right.
Today. I'm sick of people sounding half-ass happy. I want to hear you as happy as your doctor telling you I can do the surgery without you getting any scarring. That's the kind of happy I want out of you. Because you know women are crazy over their scars, Terry. How are you, Sean? Turn your radio down. I don't want to fight with your radio and that hideous show you have on the background. Yes, go ahead, Sean. Right. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm sorry?
What can I do for you, my friend?
Did I win? Am I a winner?
Are you a winner?
Whoa. Am I a winner?
Yes! You... Woo! Now continue on with the over-dramatized excitement. I like it. It's working. You're a winner. You're the first caller, Sean. Congratulations.
Yeah! Woo! Free gas!
Oh, $50 worth, yeah. Sean, congratulations. Hang on the line. We're going to make arrangements for you to be sent your free $50 gas card.
Woo-hoo,
Happy April Fuel's Day. Oh, yeah, so funny. Well done. Terry, I saw you raise your hand.
I did.
You have something you need to say?
I
do. You only raise your hand when it's most urgent. Is there breaking news or something?
Not
What's
breaking
going on?
news, but because the whole appendectomy story about and us women being so vain and worried about scars, etc.
Yeah, we scar crazy, yes.
Yes.
And nothing you can tell me, no story that you found, no news flash that you're going to bring on to the show now is going to convince me that women are anything but obsessed over doing anything possible to rid their lives of scars if there's anything possible they can do, Terry. Don't tell me anything.
No, I'm going to. I'm not. I'm wasting my breath because I'm going to tell you about this.
All right.
According to a recent survey, men who frequently read magazines featuring images of perfect male physiques are likely to have a skewed body image as well. And we're talking like magazines because like GQ, Muscle Fitness, Men's Health, Esquire, all those magazines, which you guys do read. I know you do.
Terry, no one ever said men aren't vain. All right, and maybe we do have a little skewed image or whatever you said of our bodies.
Well,
doesn't mean we're begging our doctors, do whatever it takes.
Now we know, no, that's not true. But we also know that
I'd rather have SARS than scars.
Wow, we can make that happen.
Cosmetic surgery has gone up in men. We know that for a fact.
Good, and I think that's the right direction it should be going.
Because they want a better body image and feel better about themselves.
I'm all for plastic surgery, Terry. I'm all for cosmetic surgery. I am very pro cosmetic surgery. If one can look better and pay a couple of bucks that's in their budget to do so, hey, by all means.
You and Joan Rivers.
No one should feel like they're above. I would never stoop so low as to have somebody surgically alter some part of my body. No, if some part of your body doesn't look good and you can make it look better, make it look better.
But you're getting on women for doing the same thing and trying to keep their bodies in tip-top shape.
In a world, Terry.
In a world, yes.
Where, unfortunately, Kanye West's mom died of an unnecessary surgery. Now, when you're 58 years old and you're getting cosmetic surgery, that's just... I'm sorry to say this about someone who is deceased, Terry, but that's just stupid, okay? Get cosmetic surgery in your late 20s when things start going south and you still got some socialization to be doing.
Late 20s.
By the way, I just read a story about an 18-year-old girl who was getting cosmetic surgery and passed away as well.
All right, well, that's unfortunate. But, hey, you got to take some risks in life. But don't take risks that are just stupid and unnecessary, like getting cosmetic surgery at 58, when obviously, who are you trying to impress at 58? You're trying to look better so guys will, like, come after you so you can have all the sex in the world? No, at 58, you're all dried up, and what's the point?
That is not true either.
At 58, you're all dried up.
That's
if you're not dried
true.
up now, you will be 5 minutes from now.
We know for a fact
the party's over at 58.
We've even talked about how STDs are on a rise in the old age homes, in the senior centers, because they're becoming more sexually.
That's because all these men found Viagra. They're chewing it like Tic Tacs, and they're all beating the paddywhacker over little nurses that help them out with sponge baths. But at 58, the party's over. Last call has been had. The lights have flickered. They have turned on and off the lights about 16 times. They're telling you the door is waiting for you.
Come on, pound it, dude. Pound it. Go. I paid for it.
We're asking you to leave now. Last call has been served. Please leave the premises now. These are the announcements you're hearing in your head.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I'd love to say that.
Okay? Not to say your life is over altogether, but as far as the real sexual aspect of your life for a woman at age 58, it's over.
I said 40, but you're saying 58. Okay.
Everything for you at 40 is over, though, hotshot.
I'm not saying it starts at 58. It starts a little early. I'm not saying it starts as early as 40. I think women at 40 are still in their sexual prime.
Ugh.
But they go south pretty quick.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I got 4 more left, big boy.
Anyway, back to this little survey about this. Men, just my point is, men are just as body conscious as women these days.
I wouldn't go that far.
They are.
Women pretty much can hang it up as far as sex is concerned around 55. And that's making a real generous offering to women.
Really?
Yes. At 55, it's time to take off your cleats, bang out the dirt, Terry.
Oh, my God.
She does her victory lap around her yard. Her neighbors are stopping her 5 over the fence. You've had a nice run, a nice career. Thank you for all the time.
Nice run, nice career. Get the high fives from the neighbors. You do your victory lap around your backyard. Make a statement on your front porch. Raise your number to the top tree on your property. And call it a career.
No one could do it like she could.
And retire with a little grace. But as far as getting liposuction and breast augmentation, at 58, all right?
There are plenty of women who are doing it anyway.
Don't take the risk. And when you get general anesthesia, we went through this when Kanye West's mom died.
Right, but
when you get general anesthesia and you're over 55, Terry, you're putting yourself at all kinds of risk. You can get in a state where they knock you out, and there's a chance that you may never wake up. We actually did the research because you thought I was talking out my ass that morning, right? And it was determined that over 1% of people, over 1%, you have a better than 1 in 100 chance if you get general anesthesia past the age of 55 of dying.
Right, it is a higher risk. I understand that.
So why get a surgery that's not necessary? Unless it's triple bypass surgery or something that you need to keep your life going, then don't do it. But you want to bring up articles that talk about how vain men are. Terry, guilty as charged. I want to look as good as possible. It ain't working out for me, of course. But I am as vain as the next guy. All right? Men are vain. Men want to look good. Who shouldn't want to look good? A person that doesn't want to look good is really someone you don't want to be around, because then it carries over to their hygiene.
Right. I understand that.
Monster.
So back to the appendectomy. It obviously worked. There was nothing that happened to her.
I'm not a doctor, although I play one on the radio. It just don't sound safe. to get your appendix removed through your VJ.
Well, and then we had the lady say the guy had it removed through his mouth.
All right, Linda's listening. Linda's listening, very offended right now. She's 52 and having the best sex of her life.
There you go. I'm not stopping at 55. If I can still do it, I'm not stopping at 55.
I'm out at 40. Party's over.
You're not stopping at 55?
No.
Just out of spite now, you're not stopping at 55?
I'm going to make sure.
But doesn't it stop working at some point, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
you don't have a
doesn't.
choice. It dries up on you.
It does not.
Terry, it's going to be...
Oh, my gosh.
It's going to be like a salami you left out overnight.
When was the last 55-year-old woman you had sex with? You don't know that for a fact. And there's plenty of older women that are fine.
You're going to hit the gas pedal to go, and you're going to be on empty.
Fortunately for you, Terry, you have way many years to go before 55. But trust me, you can't answer things for what you're going to be like at 55 now. You can't say, I'm going to be like this at 55, because you're not 55 yet. You don't know how you're going to feel. You don't know how your situation's going to feel. You don't know how rubbed out you're going to feel.
Oh, jeez.
You can't answer whether or not you're going to have sex at 55 yet. You can only answer that at one age. 55.
And you can't answer saying that a woman is dried up at 55 because you're not a woman and you're not 55 and
I'm very worldly.
Are you?
And I'm on the internet all the time.
Oh, is that it?
And I know that generally a woman is done at 55. Now, Linda may be having the best sex, so she claims, at 52 over there in Walnut Creek. But the bottom line is she can't even answer of what she's going to be doing at 55. She can't answer that until the day she turns 55 and not a day earlier.
But it's going to feel a little like a burlap sack is kind of what I picture.
It's going to feel like a football you left out overnight, a torrential downpour, and then the next day you try to dry it out.
Dried and cracked. Not good.
Dried and cracked.
We're not a desert, okay?
Kind of heavy.
Walk through the Sahara licking your lips for a day without any lip balm, and that's what it's going to be like at 55. Linda.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you there, Linda?
Yes, T-Man, I'm here.
Nice to talk to you, Linda.
Good morning.
I thank you for making the call, especially at your tender age. And you're apparently calling to inform us about the unbelievable, insatiable sexual appetite and sexual lifestyle that you're leading right now at age 52. Is that right, Linda?
That is very correct.
Well, tell me in 30 seconds or less all about it.
What you want to know?
Well, you tell me. You said you have a great sex life at 52. Give me the highlights.
It's the best. I mean, when I was younger, I didn't enjoy it as much as I'm doing it now, and more so now.
What was wrong with your sex life earlier in your days?
No orgasm.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Talk about putting a button.
Yeah, I guess.
Be more specific.
You ask, I tell.
And you discovered the means to get you to the great heights of sexual pleasure, not before, but at age 52? What age? Was it exactly at 52, or what age did you determine that you were capable of having this situation that you'd never imagined could be so wonderful, I'm assuming?
It was in my late 30s that I discovered it.
In your late 30s, you discovered it. In your 40s, you fine-tuned it. At 50, you mastered it.
I mastered it, can I tell you?
Wow. And every year, it's been getting better.
Oh,
are you sure you're not just talking yourself into that to spare yourself a whole threshold of depression and angst, because every day that passes by you get a little older and crustier, Linda? Are you sure that's not the case?
No crust here, son, let me tell you.
No crust here, son, she says.
That's a
few years ago, zooming up to the Grand Canyon and the Little Rascal, just like the commercial.
Now I'm mobile.
Linda, who's the lucky man and or men?
Oh, there's a couple.
Uh-huh. So you don't just waste your amazing talents and unbelievable sexual experiences on one man. You are spreading the wealth. Is that right?
Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the fun.
Yeah, but at some point, even you have to acknowledge, maybe if we are to believe what you're saying, take it at face value, your sex life is great at 52. But even you have to recognize that at some point, the barn door slams dead on shut on you and this sexual run that you've been holding on to for...
No. It's when you hit the grave, that's when it's over.
There you go.
That's
got
it?
a great attitude.
So all the guys you're having sex with around your age, or you're...
Yeah. Actually, they're a couple years younger because the guys my age can't get it up.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. So she has to go to 50 to find these virile guys.
Yeah, these youngins at 50.
I think it's the guys that have the issue. There's more guys with issues than women. The women want it more now than the guys. The guys are all about they want it, but they can't do it.
Okay. Well,
So
Lindy...
that's what you have to look forward to, my friend.
Sure. Nothing really. You're saying all the things to keep on a happy face and keep your chin up high, and that's nice. There's a lot to be said about that, Linda. But if you're not acknowledging that one day you're going to see that the expiration date, if it hasn't already, Terry...
Oh, jeez.
...is staring you dead on in the face, well, then you're being unrealistic, Linda, and I hate
How
to...
could you possibly know if you're not there and haven't been there?
It's just general science, Linda.
Oh, jeez.
You can't fight science. As strong as a strong a woman as you at least profess yourself as being, or come off as sounding, you can't fight science, no matter how wonderful you may be, Linda. Right or
I can't fight it all the way.
Fight it all the way. Okay, well, then you do that. Fight the good fight.
She's having a good time fighting that good fight.
It's a battle that has yet to be won, no matter how much people have attempted to find the fountain of youth, blah, blah, blah. She's got many years of smoking under her belt, too, I can tell you.
Yeah, that'll help prolong the life.
Either that or I got to re-up my stock investments in lube, Terry, because if Linda is if she wants to fight this battle tooth and nail, Terry.
You can buy that on the stock market? What's the symbol? LUB.
Well,
all right.
And check stock symbol LUB. See if it just went through the roof, Pasty.
Oh, Astro glides down 5 cents. What the hell?
Linda.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
It's lovely and very educating. Very educating experience talking to you.
So if in fact someone that age...
I hope you learned.
I learned nothing, but that's okay.
But if in fact someone that age needs help from lube or whatever, isn't that kind of going against nature? Like nature isn't intending you to do that, no?
No.
If you can't produce it naturally,
well,
going against nature?
Well, even women at 22 sometimes can't produce it naturally.
All right, well, then you shouldn't do it either. Look, if nature doesn't intend it, isn't that kind of weird?
If nature is not providing you the means to have sex, then Hotshot's belief is you shouldn't be having it at 22, not to mention 52 or 102.
It's just not meant to be, kid. Try it again next year.
So you think lube should be abolished?
I don't know about abolished, but I just think it's just kind of weird.
It's weird.
Anyone who's lubing...
I think it's good for touchy selfie, but I don't think it should be abolished.
But nowadays, they're coming up with all kinds of different, like the heating kind, to make it more of a... because you see the commercials.
But in some sense, it's falsified sex if you're lubing up the...
Seems like if you have to
between two people.
What if a guy had to put a splint on his weenus to keep it straight? Then would that be a little falsified?
Well, then the Viagra is a falsified...
No, it's something to think about. If you're
basically your splint.
Get me to the lab right now. A splint on the wiener.
Yeah, that's right. Be very
comfortable. Make a fortune.
A couple of popsicle sticks and some rubber bands.
Now you're talking.
Oh,
it just seems a little forced.
Linda, are we getting you hot or what?
No.
Okay.
I'm getting it tonight. I don't worry about it.
All right.
Wow.
We get it, Linda. Your sex life is wonderful. You don't have to keep going beyond the call of duty to prove
why
it.
not?
All right.
If you got it, you got it.
Okay. Now go take your Geritol. Leave us alone.
Oh, jeez.
Geritol.
Do you think your parents are still doing that thing?
Settle down.
I know that is long in the rear view mirror as far as my parents.
Okay.
Now that my parents can't do something here or there that shocks me, they called me the other day saying, "Hey, we just went to a Lionel Richie concert. Boy, is he good."
Oh, yeah, you heard of him?
Are you serious, Mom?
I'm kind of jealous, though. He's performing? Was that like her first experience with Lionel Richie or no?
First concert.
Yeah.
My mom is a big fan, but my dad is all like classical music guy.
Oh, I hate crowds.
Oh, my God.
But he loved it, too. They both loved it.
Good.
And yet, I don't think even Lionel was able to get them to go home. Racing for the K1.
When he sings Hello, it gets me hot every time.
Oh, especially when you see the video with the blind girl. Oh, gets you every time. My gosh, they don't make videos like
just
this.
Like it on play. How did they keep it?
Oh, hermaphrodite, yeah.
Whoa.
And my brother and my sister, yeah. Same person.
That's just the way it is.
final story. If you can find a final story, I'd be happy to hear one at this time.
What do you have? A nice little story.
A little April Fool's Day final story.
All right.
What do you got?
How about this? According to Glamour magazine, 4 in 10 women still have sexual relations during that special time of the month.
That's your final story?
Wow, payday?
I gotta save that for tomorrow, too. Yeah, payday.
Probably not, huh?
You mean the little business trip you take every couple of days a month?
Yeah.
Well.
A week-long getaway.
Shouldn't be having sex without me? Oh, no. Oh, I think I know what special time of the month you're talking about. We can just lay down a towel. I don't think that... I don't believe that's what Usher was thinking about when he wrote I Want to Make Love in This Club, Terry.
Yeah.
Just me, maybe. You feel differently. Yeah, you know what? That's not a final story, Terry. That's a major... Bring that up at some point tomorrow. That involves at least a minimum of 2 hours of discussion.
Okay, so that's not in the throwaway pile.
That's not in the... No, don't put that in the throwaway pile.
Okay.
That's not a completed story. Where's that news coming from?
Glamour magazine.
Oh, Glamour, of course. Most dirty publication. Close runner-up, Cosmo, and Marie Claire.
Yeah.
All these women's magazines are so dirty. How come they never get in trouble with the FCC or whatever body of government oversees the ability to throw these things without any kind of protective seal over the cover, Terry? And they're talking about 4 out of 10 women will have sex during that. What'd you call it, a special time of the month?
Yes.
Yeah, very special.
It is.
Okay. Save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow.
Okay.
Janae, a couple final calls here, if you don't mind. Janae, you're on the air. Hello.
Yes, I was telling you guys that in my human sexuality class, I was told that after women hit menopause, they dry up and they're not that good.
Of course. You think I just throw out things like that just to taunt women, just to try to make enemies out there? No. Physical facts that back up the statements that I make most of the time. This is just the laws of physics, the laws of science, Terry, that I told you about. Linda wants to put on a fraudulent happy face and convince herself that she's going to be having sex until she's dead and buried. Wonderful. But she's going to be fighting the laws of physics all the way through.
That's because K.Y. Linda.
We'll call her K.Y. Linda. There you go. That's her new nickname. Next time Linda calls, just to go by K.Y. Linda.
Jeez.
Poker Ed is on the air. Yes, Poker Ed. I'm wondering if you're talking about the card game or... never mind. What's on your mind, Poker Ed?
T-Man, there's something happening in the poker world with the women.
Okay, he is talking. He is nicknamed after the card game. Okay, yes. Go ahead.
Well, there's a trend happening with the women, and I like to encourage it continues. It must continue.
What's that trend?
Well, their shirts are getting more revealing.
The shirts are getting more revealing. And that's the positive trend that you're happy about and you want to see continuing. How are their shirts more revealing?
They're just... It's a lower cut, and I just noticed that every table I play at. And I
They're
just
lower.
let you know about
You have a lot of women playing at the tables you play at lately, and you see a lot of boobage. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yes, sir.
And you want to see the boobs? You want to see the chests of the women who play poker? You're excited about the looks of the women who play poker? I don't know. I see an occasional grandma. I see you're running into some hot women on the poker scene.
There seems to be. They're getting younger. And
I gotta admit that I'll run across a couple here and there, more now than probably ever, but all right, I'm more focused on the game, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to let you know that.
From KY Linda to Poker Ed, we got all the topics covered on your April Fool's Day, Terry.
Yes.
And why don't we take one more call this morning? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning into an April Fool's Day.
He's signing off right now, whether we like it or not. Yes. Okay, John, go ahead. Yeah.
With Pasty Day. Hot Fudge Scott, Vinnie the Sexy Pooh, Tari Anniversary Free, and the short, fat, and bald, ugly guy, the T-Man. That's right. Until tomorrow.
Is it your anniversary, Terry?
No.
Same great radio station.
No, I mean, I don't know.
I am short, fat, and bald, by the way. I can confirm that.
Have a great April Fool's Day, everybody.
All right, we want to go longer, but
radio.
He runs things, though. We know that.
He is the program director.
The T-Man Show.